He looks fat. He's back!
Not great, Bob. Not great, Bob.
Forward down the field, a tragedy that will not heal. And win the blue and silver way. Stand and cheer the brave. Rock, rock, rock. So hard win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Yo, Lions!
It's about I gotta say, it's the stupidest thing in sports.
Being able to run as he shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss.
This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl.
Here we go. Stop from the gun to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown.
This is BS Sports.
And welcome in on a Sunday afternoon. Lions in Chicago. It's a cold one, but ESPN still has us at a 61.8% win probability, which is a little bit higher than I thought, because going into this game, man, I'm nervous. No Frank Ragnow, no Lee McNeil. He got put on IR. Alex Anzalone is back, so our defense does have that, but you lose a good defensive player and you gain a good defensive player, so you're right back where you started. The loss of Frank Ragnow, though, it's really not good. You're going to be running with your backup center and then a backup guard to replace. I believe Graham Glasgow is going to be the starting center, and then you're going to have probably I can't think of the guy's name. The guy we just drafted, the rookie out of William & Mary, whose name escapes me. But the O-line is beat up, unfortunately. You do have Jonah Jackson back, I believe. So, you lose a lineman, you gain a lineman. So it's like you don't really get a whole lot there. And obviously losing your center is probably one of the worst you could lose outside of like your blindside blocker. But I think that this Lions team is ahead of the Bears in terms of talent, for one. Certainly ahead of them in terms of coaching. It's going to be tough with the cold weather. We know Jared Goff does not like playing in the cold, and this will be the only game of the season for the rest of the year that he will have to play in the cold, because we have home game next week against the Broncos. That's obviously in a dome. Then we play the Vikings, and I don't remember if it's home or away, but either way, it's dome stadiums. Then we play the Cowboys, also a dome stadium, and then we play the Vikings again, and that's going to be either home or away. Either way, we have dome stadiums for the rest of the season. This is the only game. We actually got pretty lucky as far as weather scheduling. This is the only outdoor game in cold weather that we have, and it's relatively early December, no snow, but it looks like I think the weather was mostly sunny or partly cloudy, like 30 degrees. Yeah, here we go. 36 degrees, 28 degrees with wind chill, 11-mile-per-hour winds. It is cloudy in Chicago. So, again, we know Jared Goff does not like to play in the cold, but that just means our run game is going to have to be all the more better. And Dave Montgomery going up against his former team, he's going to want to have a much better game, I think. Well, he had a good game last time we played. He had the game-winning touchdown and all, but still. Last 3 games that Justin Fields has played against the Lions, he has rushed for over 100 yards each time. Last time in Soldier Field, he rushed for the most. It was 147 yards. To be fair, though, it was a lot warmer back then. So it was a lot warmer the time we played him last time in that. Lions with a 2-1 division record. Bears 1-3, 9-3 on the year. The Lions 4-8 overall are the Bears in last place in the division. Lions, I believe they have a chance to clinch the division with a win today, but other things have to happen. It's not just win and you're in. I don't know who's going to start with the ball. It looks like the Bears will start with the ball, which I like. I don't know if we won the coin toss and deferred. I don't know, but I like having us defer. I like starting with the ball in the second half. Jared Goff with the Lions beanie, making sure he keeps warm. Jack Fox out to kick it off. Okay, so the Bears won the toss, and they elected to receive. Okay, so we didn't have any control over it, but I like kicking it. Fox, kickoff is up and away. It is short. They're going to take it out from inside their own 5, looking for a hole and finding a decent one. He's going to take that ball all the way to about the 31, 32-yard line. So a pretty good return there by the special teams unit, and in comes Justin Fields. Lions defense, which has struggled basically since the Ravens game. They are a top 3 rushing team in the league, the Bears, but very low in passing. Lions, a pretty good rushing defense on the year. Obviously, they've struggled defensively as of late. Fields going to start the game in the shotgun. Komet moves in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to keep it to Fields. Fields got to slide down, and Jack Campbell with the tackle. No flag on that immediate contact. Bears faithful in Chicago don't like that. He gained maybe a yard on the play, but Jack Campbell read it perfectly. So it'll be 2nd and 9 on the 1-yard gain from the fake handoff design run for Justin Fields. 2nd and 9. Komet, I believe, again in motion. Fields looking to pass. Fields going to dunk it, and it's going to be caught, and breaking free of the initial tackle is Foreman. And it'll be 3rd down as he's just short of the yards to gain. That was Alex Anzalone who missed the tackle there. It could have been a shorter game, but now it is a 3rd down opportunity early for Detroit. Big chance here for the Lions on a 3rd and relatively short. I believe it's going to be, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2? Fields is in the shotgun. Moves the man in motion. Now he's all alone. 3rd and 3. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Fields on the run. Fields looking for a hole. Fields tripped up but breaks free on the run, down and slides at about the 50 for a 1st down. Pressure came. Fields found the hole, and he picks up a big gain into Lions territory, move the Bears. And just a big, big hole there that Fields was able to easily pick up the yards. And so far, most of the offense, Fields had quite the view on that slide. I'll leave it at that. If anybody's watching the game, they know what I'm talking about. Fields fakes the handoff, throws it quickly to Komet. Komet trying to break free. He's pushed out of bounds by Alex Anzalone and Jerry Jacobs. A gain of, I'd reckon, about 4 or 5. They're going to say 6, 2nd and 4. Fields 2 for 2, 12 yards. Komet with his first catch of the day for 6. So far, they've been moving down the field rather effectively. Luke Getsy, the OC. 2nd and 4. Ball at the Lions' 44-yard line. Here's the snap. Fields going to hand it off. Foreman finds a hole, gets a block, and he's taken down just at about the 29, maybe the 30. And the Bears moving down the field rather easily. Foreman just one rush on the day, and he took it for 13 yards. Fields, of course, the leader on the team in rushing yards with 414. Ball at the Lion 30. Now they're looking to try to hold them to a field goal, you reckon. Here's the handoff. Fields going to keep it. No, now Fields on the run, and he's easily going to pick up the first down as he runs out of bounds. And the Bears are into the red zone on their opening drive. Couldn't have dialed up a better opening drive for the Chicago Bears. Fields making moves on his feet. Fields been perfect on the pass. Lions defense just getting diced up right now. So 1st and 10 in the red zone at the Lions 19. Fields takes the snap, fakes the give, looking to pass his Fields. Pressure coming. Fields going to get hit, but he breaks free. Now Fields on the run. Then he gets crushed. In between, the ball comes out, and it's going to be recovered by the Bears. And I think they're going to gain those yards. Are they going to say he was down before the ball came out? Let's take a look. And, yeah, that's close. That looked close. Jones, the lineman, able to pick it up, but they're going to say he was down before the ball came out. So it'll be 2nd and 7, a 3-yard gain on the run from Fields. Now a strange formation. Fields goes to line up as a receiver. Little wildcat formation. They're going to fake the toss around to Fields, and then breaking free, finding a hole, touchdown Bears. Wow, on the wildcat formation, DJ Moore took the snap directly, faked the give to Fields, and the Bears take a 6-0 lead. I have never seen anything like that, but credit to the Bears offense. That was a really cool play design. Now, obviously, the Lions defense was looking for Fields because they thought maybe this was going to be to him, but no, DJ Moore kept it, got a block, easily able to walk into the end zone. DJ Moore, 16-yard rushing touchdown. The extra point attempt is up, and this one is good. Right down the middle, 7-0 Bears on a 5-minute opening drive for Chicago. Well, that is not the way you want to start on defense. 7-0 Chicago. Oh, we had an opportunity there. We had at least one third down, and Bears just, I thought maybe we were going to get them stopped on the 3-and-out, but that's just, they're beating us on the run. I mean, they're dunking and diming. They're not really passing the ball that much, but it's working. That's the problem. I guess I like that we're getting some pressure on Fields, but he's just able to find these holes, and then he's off to the races. So, see if our offense can match him, because this feels like it's going to be a shootout. Let's see. Okay, nothing new. Looks like the Browns got an opening drive touchdown. Joe Flacco. I can't believe he's still playing football. How much money has he made? Because he had that big contract extension after they won the Super Bowl, I believe, and then he just was terrible. You know what? Good for Joe. Good for Flacco, man. He deserves it. All right, let's turn the volume down on the TV a little bit. I guess the only thing I can say is hopefully our offense doesn't start bad, I guess. because it looks like to me we're going to have to win the turnover battle. I mean, they did. Well, I think they called him down. That was, man. I think this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be which offense makes the first mistake. I don't know. Our defense, that opening drive did not look good. So maybe it's the exception on the day, but I don't know. They're just running the ball all over us. They like the screen passes. They like the design runs. 69 yards, 4.5 minutes. I mean, I got to give credit to Luke Getsy, the OC for the Bears. That is a really cool play design. A direct snap to Moore, then the fake give. You're certainly going to beat our defense with that. No doubt about that. But you probably could beat a good amount of defenses, to be fair. But, David Montgomery probably wants to have a day. Here's the first kickoff of the day for Chicago. And there it goes. This one is way back, all the way to the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jared Goff in the offense. Goff rocking the gloves in the cold weather. 4th in rushing, 4th in passing, 6th in scoring. This Lions offense is the real deal. Although it has struggled with turnovers as of late. Last week, though, no turnovers. Hoping to keep that going. They were sort of behind in the fumble or in the huddle there. Is that Aiden Hutchinson? Oh no, that's Sam Laporte. I saw 7, and I was like, wait. Oh, Goff under center, takes the snap, gonna fake the get, or no, he's gonna give it to Montgomery. He's gonna pick up about 5. Yeah, Jamison Williams moving in motion there, but they give it to Montgomery. It's interesting little play design. Try to trick him on the end around to JMO, but a pickup of 5 on the first play. Last week, Goff, 213 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Pretty good day for him. Good bounce back week. Goff under center. Laporta moved in motion there on the right side now. Here's the snap. They're going to toss it to Montgomery. Montgomery running into his own guy. He's going to pick up just a few yards there, and it'll be 3rd and short. Pickup of 2 on the play from Montgomery. Now 3rd and 3. This is an opportunity here for Chicago. Lions got to pick this one up. Exiting the huddle is Detroit. Goff calling for something. He's got Gibbs to his right in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Goff looking to pass. Goff looking, firing up the middle. It is caught by Sam Laporta. What a catch. Into coverage. A fine throw by Goff, and the Lions extend the drive. 13-yard gain on the catch from Sam Laporta, the tight end, who continues to become an elite tight end in this league. That's a fine grab. Wow. Goff in the shotgun again. This time he's got Montgomery to his right. Takes a snap, looking to pass. He's going to throw it to Montgomery behind the sticks. Montgomery breaking free of the first tackler, but not going to break free of the second. He's going to pick up just 4 on the screen pass. 2nd down. David Montgomery certainly getting his share of the rock early. That's his first reception of the day for 4 yards, but he's got a couple of carries for, I believe, 7 yards. Goff in the shotgun. Nope, now he moves under center. Montgomery moves in the backfield behind him. Laporta moves in motion to the right side. Here's the snap. They're going to fake the give. Pressure coming. Goff on the run. Flag comes in. Passes dropped. Incomplete. Flag on the play, though. Think this one was going to be coming back anyway. Let's take a look. And it's going to be a personal foul tripping on the Lions. And that is As Graham Glasgow, the center, called for it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're going to get that called. So it'll be 2nd and 21. Just a terrible penalty to take. 15 yards. Now you got to have a big play. A couple of big plays, frankly. 2nd and 21. Goff with Montgomery to his left. Here's the snap. Goff looking to pass. Goff going to throw it quickly to St. Brown. He makes the catch. He's going to pick up those yards that were lost, and it'll be 3rd and certainly much more manageable. St. Brown with the reception and the extra yards after. It'll be 3rd and 10. So you pick up 11 yards, and now you're basically right back where you started as if you didn't gain any yards. 3rd and 10. Need a big play. St. Brown remains in the game. He is a 3rd down weapon for Detroit. Moves Cully Freeman in motion. Goff. Pressure coming. Goff going to get hit. He's going to be brought down and sacked. And an opening drive that goes nowhere. Punt team's got to come out for Detroit. 4th sack of the season for, I believe, that was not Montez Sweat. I don't know who that was. I just heard them announce that it was his 4th sack. And, yeah, just Taylor Decker is the one who gave that one up. So the punt team comes out for Detroit in a 4th and 18. Certainly no fakes coming this time. Here's the snap, and the punt is up and away. It's a big punt all the way back inside the 10 and then brought down inside the 10. A fine play on special teams by Khalil Dorsey. The kick returner makes a good play on special teams, pinning the Bears deep. But Chicago with a 7-0 lead, 6:34 remaining in the opening quarter. That penalty, man. That penalty is what killed that drive. And, of course, it was on the center who is really not supposed to be playing center, Graham Glasgow. So now the defense has got to make a stop. You can't go down 14-0. I mean, I know what happened last time. We were down 12 like 4 minutes ago and we won, but you got to make a quick stop here. You got to get the offense back on the field. That's another opening drive for our offense that just doesn't go anywhere. And you had the one really good play from Laporta, but other than that, it just wasn't doing much for me. And a lot of that was you had the nice play from St. Brown for 11 yards, but again, the penalty is what killed that drive. So you don't have that penalty, you're likely still on the field. But what are you going to do? You have to overcome those. And the defense has got to step it up. I mean, you can't be allowing another 5-minute drive for a touchdown because that's basically the opening quarter. I don't know why. I just like this one Amazon commercial with the alpacas and they're dancing to the music. I don't typically like commercials when I see them 1,000 times, but for some reason that one I like. I like the alpacas. I think that's an alpaca. It's not a camel. It's the only two of those kinds of animals. There's alpacas and there's camels. There's nothing else. I'm pretty sure that's actually not accurate, but you don't come to me for zoology. You come to me for watching me suffer through Lions football, apparently. That's been the last, I guess at this point, since not really, I guess the Chargers game, that was stressful, but that one was just back and forth. So it was I was not depressed watching that, but at least since the first Bears game, it's been just generally speaking, miserable times. Alabama Creighton basketball Saturday. I thought Alabama would be better. They're usually pretty decent at basketball. At least they have been the last couple of years. Losing Brandon Miller does a lot to them, I guess. I just hope that if the Lions win today, I can have Michigan State basketball also get a win today, but I know that won't happen. One of the two things will happen. Either Michigan State is going to win or the Lions are going to win. And I'd rather the Lions win. So 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 9. Opportunity for the defense to get off the field and give the offense some good field position. Fields going to toss it around to Foreman. Foreman going to get stuffed, but pick up a couple. Could not find much of a hole there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fields has yet to throw an incompletion. He's 2 for 2 for 12 yards. They've been leaning on the run heavily this game. Meanwhile, the Rams with a 3-0 lead over the Ravens in the first quarter. Interesting. Not sure how long that'll last. So 2nd and 8, Fields in the shotgun. He's got Foreman to his left. Here's the snap. Fields looking. Fields on the run now. Fields still looking, going to lob it up in the air. It is incomplete. Out of bounds to Foreman. And it'll be 3rd and 8. Opportunity for the defense here. Hutchinson brought the pressure. Former Michigan man and former Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields. Little Big Ten on Big Ten crime. And that, as I was saying, Fields hadn't thrown an incompletion. He throws an incompletion. So opportunity here for the Lions defense on a 3rd and 8. Bears had the ball at their own 11. So you need to make a stop here, and it looks like the pressure is going to be coming. Here's the snap. Pressure is coming. Hutchinson going after Fields. Fields breaking free. Still on the run. Fields still on his feet. And he is going to pick up the first down past the 25 and into the 30. Are you serious, man? What does it take to bring this guy down? Justin Fields looked like he was dead to rights. And he picks up another big gain for a total of 47 yards on the day. Hutchinson nearly had him. I mean, you had a guy who had him basically wrapped up, and he just completely broke free and picks up a big gain on a 3rd and 8. Fields under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Foreman. Foreman going to get chopped up, but pick up about 5 or 6 on a diving run. He's going to just give him 5, 2nd and 5. Goodness gracious. They have been running all over us this first quarter. 2nd and 5. Here's the snap. Fields going to hand it off to Foreman. This time, Foreman's going nowhere. Going to be stuffed at the line. It'll be 3rd and 5. Another opportunity here for this defense. This is not a give me. Oh, they're going to give him a yard, so 3rd and 4. In comes Aiden Hutchinson. He took that last play off. 3rd and 4. Another opportunity for this Lions defense in this drive alone. 2 third downs. Certainly better than the last drive, but you need to finish. You need to get off the field on these 3rd downs. Here's the snap. Fields. Pressure is coming again. Fields going to throw it up the middle. It is caught, and he is going to pick up the first down. But a flag came in. Flag came in late there. Take a look. If it stands, it'll be first down Chicago. And I think it's going to be on Detroit. I think it is. They're talking it over. I'm not sure what. I really don't. Looking at the play, it didn't look. They're talking to Eberflus, so I think it's going to be. And it will be defensive holding, which is an automatic first down. So the Bears will take it. And that was Alex Anzalone who was called for the defensive holding. And I mean, like, yeah, that's definitely holding, but it's difficult with these kinds of penalties when the play's not even going that way. But what are you going to do? So it'll be first down. Bears have the ball at their own 41. They started at their own 9. Fields snap. Looking to pass. Going to screen it. It is caught by the Bears past the 50. DJ Moore, 40, 35. And he pushed out of bounds and then shoved out of bounds by Alex Anzalone. And some extracurricular activities from the Bears sideline. Flag coming in. And This rivalry is getting chippy. I'm going to assume this is on Anzalone. Or that was Darnell Mooney, not DJ Moore. And Cam Sutton, the rare time where he gives up a big play. Aiden Hutchinson nearly got a piece of that football as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, he steps out of bounds. So I think this will be on Alex Anzalone for a late hit, but they're talking it over. And it will be unnecessary roughness on the Lions. It's just the second penalty of the day, and they've both been on Detroit, and I believe they've both been on Alex Anzalone. Anzalone coming back from injury. Yeah, I mean, he steps out clearly at that point, and Anzalone, frustration, obviously, coming from the captain. So, now 3 penalties, actually, all on Detroit for 35. That's right, we had the tripping call on offense. So now the Bears in the red zone, chance to make this a 14-0 lead with a touchdown and a successful PAT. The weather has not been a factor for the Bears offense, but it seems to be affecting the Lions in some way. Fields handing it off to Foreman. Foreman going to pick up a couple, maybe just one. So 2nd down and 9, they're going to say a 1-yard pickup. Just not an ideal start for the Lions on both defense and offense. Just a lifeless drive on offense that ended with a penalty, and now back-to-back big drives from the defense or from the Bears on offense that have just chipped away at this defense. And whistles are being blown. It looks like the Bears are calling timeout as the play clock was running low. So Bears use their first timeout of the half on 2nd and 9, 2:11 to go in the opening quarter. Oh, man. I don't like the look of this. This is looking a lot like the first game, except without the turnovers, which is not good. The offense has basically got to be perfect, and they've already started not perfect, which is not a good it's not a good feeling, because to have to say your offense has to be perfect is, not a realistic expectation. But then to further add the fact that the defense has just continued to look awful. 1 sack for Hutchinson in his last 7 games is just unacceptable. He's got to do better, and the defense has overall got to do better. Here's the snap. Fields going to run with it. Fields, no, maybe he's thinking about passing it. He does. It is incomplete. 3rd and 9. All right. So now you do have something of an opportunity here to force a field goal. And given the wind, I wouldn't even necessarily say that these kinds of field goals are give-me's. The weather is certainly going to be a factor for kicking. If you can get a sack or a TFL in some way, certainly would make a field goal much tougher. Bears with the ball at the Lions 15. Here's the snap. Fields looking to pass. Fields, pressure coming. Fields going to be brought down. He's going to be sacked. Jalen Reeves-Maybin with a big play as he sacks Justin Fields on the blitz, and the field goal unit's got to come out for Chicago, but this is not going to be an easy kick as Fields fell back, and he lost maybe 10, 12 yards. Jalen Reeves-Maybin, who is usually a special teams guy, the captain, making a big tackle. He came back this offseason. This will be a 46-yarder. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good right down the middle. A fine kick from the Bears as Chicago takes a 10-0 lead. But the wind was a little bit of a factor. You saw it curve there. So with a minute 22 remaining in the opening quarter, Bears back-to-back scoring drives, 10-0 Chicago. I mean, good way to finish defense. Jalen Reeves-Maben gets the sack, who's not even typically on the defense, but hey, he made a play. I want to say I said it on the last show, next man up. And you know what? Jalen Reeves-Maben, next man up. Germ made the play. And you force them to kick the field goal. Unfortunately, they made it on the 46-yarder. But you force them to make a kick like that. I'd rather that. Wish they would have missed it. But now, I mean, still, the problem is, I've said it before on these shows, and I've said it before on the actual show, on the weekly show. Going down 2 possessions, it's never good because you're basically like, you have to net now at least 11 points, right? Because you can't give up points each time, right? Like even if, like you got to say, let's say the Lions go down the field right now and they get a touchdown. Well, they can't let the Bears get a touchdown or else they're in the same place they just were. So the only thing they can allow the Bears to do at that point is to kick a field goal. But even then, it still is tough on you because then you're forced to get a touchdown. Whereas, you have to make stops when you're down multiple possessions. You just have to make the stops. I mean, we saw this when the Chargers played us. They were down 2 possessions at one point in the game, and that was it because our offense just kept marching on the field, kept scoring points, and their offense was doing the same, but they were down 2 possessions, so it didn't matter. So we got to either come up with turnovers or we got to come up with stops. We can't be allowing them to march down the field and get points. Again, you just continue to make it harder on yourself every time you allow them. I mean, they just cut away at another 5-6 minutes or another 4 or 5 minutes. Like, time is a factor. Now, the big thing for the Lions is they do get the ball back in the third quarter. So if they're down a possession going into the third quarter, they can feel a little bit better about themselves there. But again, either way, you just got to come up with the stops. And the defense so far has not shown its ability to come up with the stops. It's a very nice view of Chicago. I've driven by Soldier Field. I've never been to Soldier Field, but I've driven by it. I thought that was a parking lot. That's actually Lake Michigan. That's a dock. It's a parking lot for boats. So here comes the second kickoff of the day for Chicago, and that one sails to the end zone for a touchback. Last drive for the Lions was stifled by the tripping call on Graham Glasgow. They can march down the field here, keep themselves in the game, get some points on the board. Touchdown would be the preferred, but any points would be valued. Any points because that cuts down the amount of possessions. 6 total plays for the Lions on offense. The Bears have had 8 first downs. So you just can't, you're not going to have that. Goff under center. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for a hole, and he nearly broke free. He's going to pick up just 5 on the run. Yeah, me too, Armenian. I want a touchdown as well. And if he had a little bit more speed, he could have been gone. Like, he found the hole, but he picked up 5, and you'll take that. Just his first rush of the game. Gibbs remains in the backfield, the lone man in the backfield. Jamison Williams on the right side all alone. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Gibbs again. Gibbs looking for a hole. He found one. There goes Gibbs. Past the 50, past the 45, past the 40, past the 35 as he runs out of bounds. Jahmyr Gibbs with a big gain. And the Lions are into Chicago territory for the first time today. Jahmyr Gibbs, just 2 rushes, and he's already made an impact. That hole was about the size of the Marianas Trench. He was gone. And a big gain as the Lions have marched into Bear territory. So now at the Bear 35. Goff under center. Gibbs remains in. St. Brown in motion. Oh, Bears player jump, but they didn't snap the ball. Quarter comes to an end. but the flag comes in. Is this going to be delay a game? Or are they going to say offsides? They're going to say delay of game on the Lions. And Goff is making his case. And that's just an untimely clock management mistake. So now you had a 1st and 10. You move back an extra 5 yards just for the quarter to come to an end. Jeez Louise, man. And Goff is making his case to the referee. That's another penalty on Detroit. No flags have been on the Bears, by the way. I mean, it looked to me like the play clock and the game clock were basically even. So, I mean, I don't fault Jared Goff for trying to make his case to the referee, but clearly it was not. And I already hate delay of game calls when you have all your timeouts. But at the same time, they didn't think they had to run a play. So I don't even know who to blame. Like, if it's close like that, I figure when it's that close, they usually don't give the delay of game. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Just seems to me to be a little silly that they're just gonna. It's not like the Lions can run a play at this point, so you basically just subtracted 5 yards for no like. I wish maybe there should be some way where they they allude or they tell the offense whether or not you have to run a play. Because to me, that's just I don't understand when it's that close like that, you almost assume you don't have to run a play, right? Because why would you don't want to run a play because there's no reason. But okay. So it'll be, instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 15. And again, you really hope the penalties don't just stifle a drive that started strong with a couple of good Jahmyr Gibbs runs. And we're on to the local commercials at this point. I will never be upset about the Applegate Home and Comfort commercial, though. I'll never be upset about this one because they went too hard on this. It's almost like I don't know if this is available on YouTube. If it is, search up Applegate Home and Comfort commercial. I don't know if it's available on YouTube. It might not be available on commercial, or might not be available on YouTube. But if it is, that song, it's a beauty. The Tangy Crab. I've never okay, it's not that far from me. Although I don't like seafood. Also, I'm not sure that I really want seafood in mid-Michigan. Yeah, the play clock was just barely ahead of the game clock. Eberflus knew it. So 1st and 15 for the Lions. Ball at the Chicago 40. Gibbs remains in on the right side of Goff, who is in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Goff looking to pass. Goff looking, going to throw it up the middle. It is incomplete. Yes, incomplete. Target was St. Brown. Ball was knocked down. Now you can't, you just had a great start to this drive. You can't just stifle it at this point. And 2nd and 15 now as the second quarter is underway. Got to have a couple of big plays here now. Here's the snap. Quick toss around to St. Brown. St. Brown looking for a hole. He's only going to pick up about 5. Or no, that was Khalif Raymond on the catch and run. Only going to pick up about 5. Again, 3rd and 10. So you essentially just lost a couple plays because of that penalty. Josh Reynolds checks into the game. Need a big pickup here on 3rd down. And you're sort of in no man's land, too. You can't really punt it away, and you don't want to have to kick a field goal from this distance. It's way too far. Gibbs moves in motion. Snap. Throw back to Gibbs, and he's going to drop the ball. Gibbs dropped it. He was wide open. If he would have caught that, he would have picked it up. And Jahmyr Gibbs just couldn't come up with it. That was a perfectly fine pass. You got to catch that ball. He had a block from St. Brown, too. He would have picked it up. That's a perfect throw. And you can't drop that football. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 10. Like I said, it was no man's land, so it makes some sense. Goff looking to pass, looking. Goff going to take a shot, and it is intercepted by the Bears on 4th and 10, and then breaking free of his first tackler, now still on his feet. And that ball came out, and a flag comes in. So there's a lot to get over here. So the Bears intercept on 4th and 10. Lions need the first down because it was 4th and 10. And it looks like it's going to be Bears ball, but they're talking about it. I don't know when did this penalty come in? Oh, you had St. Brown. Well, I guess they were going after. So it'll be a first down for the Bears, but they lose 10 yards from the spot of that on the illegal block penalty. First penalty against the Bears, but Jared Goff with his first turnover of the day. Target was Sam Laporta, and Johnson just jumped right in front of it. 14 minutes to play in the half. Again, another drive that just gets stifled due to those penalties, and Gibbs had that. I mean, that's a little bit more on Jahmyr Gibbs, to be honest with you. You got to catch the football. You have to catch that football because you catch that ball, that's a first down, maybe more. I mean, geez. And I'm not actually all that mad about the interception. It's not ideal, but it was 4th down. You know, you were if you didn't get it, they were going to get the ball anyway. And actually, if you just threw an incompletion, they would have been better field position because now they get the illegal block. They move back 10 yards. You got them somewhat pinned, but it seems to me that as far as our defense goes, it doesn't really matter if you got them pinned. Aaron Glenn has got to be shaking in his boots as far as his job status because the way this defense has continued to play, to regress in a lot of ways, it's just not a good look for the defensive coordinator of the past 3 years to have a defense that just continues to stink. And I don't know if they'll promote from within. I know Kelvin Shepard, the linebackers coach, he's had a pretty good reputation. Our linebackers are one of our better position groups. I doubt they upgrade from the secondary coach because they just hired him from last year. I don't know who our D-line coach is. Or we could always, hire from outside. But I'm already talking about firing Aaron Glenn, and the game isn't even over. But the way it feels, down 10-0, Bears get the ball back on a Jared Goff interception on a 4th and 10. Jalen Johnson with the interception. Bears get the ball back, holding on to a 10-0 lead. Bears defense has been very good at getting turnovers. So 1st and 10, ball at their own 12 this time. So again, Lions have them pinned back. You got to come up with a stop here. Here's the snap. Fields fakes the give, looking to pass. Fields looking, throwing. It is caught in stride. Cole Kmet past the 40, past the 45, into Lions territory, and this is just getting from bad to worse. This looks like this might be a blowout, folks. This defense is getting diced up. Cole Kmet was wide open. Jack Campbell, he was somewhat in coverage, but nobody was covering Cole Kmet. Chicago looks like the far better team, at least for today. Here's the snap. Fields going to toss it. And a pickup of just about 4 there from the running back Khalil Herbert. Fields has passed 4 for 6 for 81 yards. Khalil Herbert on just his first rush picks up 4. It's a good block by Kmet on Aiden Hutchinson on the 4-yard pickup from Herbert. Here's the snap. Fields hands it off again, and this time he is short of the yards to gain. 3rd down. This is an opportunity for Detroit. You would imagine if they don't get this 3rd and 2, they would just punt it away with a 10-point lead, but at the same time, the way their offense has been playing, I mean, you might as well take a risk if you don't pick up a couple of yards. So you're going to need a TFL. You're going to need a sack. You're going to need some sort of big play. Fields in the shotgun all alone. Now he moves Kmet in motion to the left side. Fields, snap. He's going to run it himself. Fields, and I think he's going to be short. He will be short. 4th and 1. Benito Jones with the tackle. Pickup of 1 from Fields. We'll see if they keep the offense out on the field. And they're going to try to QB sneak it. Fields, no, he's going to toss it. And then he's going to be stopped. A turnover on downs for the Lions. So the Lions turn it over on downs, and then the Bears turn it over on downs. A fine play on defense there. And the Lions, that was Melon Fonwu with the tackle. And that's a big play on defense. They fake the QB sneak, a little toss around. And I don't know what they're thinking faking a QB sneak there. Justin Fields is basically automatic from 1 yard. Doesn't work out. They don't gain a yard. They don't lose a yard. And the Lions take the ball over in pretty darn good field position. Just shy of midfield. So, hey, good job, defense. You actually made a stop. So this is an opportunity now. The offense, you got to march down the field, and you got to score a touchdown at this point. Time is becoming a factor. You will get the ball in the 3rd quarter, but you can't be shut out in the first half. That's just not acceptable. If this offense, which is ranked top 10 in rushing, top 10 in passing, top 10 in scoring, you got to be able to come up with some points in the first half against the Bears team, which is frankly lacking a lot on defense talent-wise, but they're playing really good defense. I mean, they've been playing pretty good defense. They shut down the Vikings a couple of weeks ago, and they were doing a pretty good job against you on defense when you played them just a few weeks back from that. Also, unrelated, I've been seeing commercials for this new Avatar video game. For some reason, I thought at first it was like a mod of an actual game, but no, it's just an Avatar video game. And I'm just like, why is this coming out now? It's available on PlayStation 5, but like, did anybody like? The game came out, or the movie came out in like 2012 or something like that. Like, I know that recently because the sequel, like, it's more popular and maybe the graphic quality wouldn't have been up there in, 2011, 2012, whenever. I don't remember when the first Avatar movie came out, but I'm just saying, it seems a little like, oh, Chiefs Cowboys next week? Or no. What? Wait, huh? Oh, Chiefs Patriots is the 1:00 game, and then Cowboys Bills is the 4:00 game. That's right, because the Lions play Saturday next week, so it'll be a Saturday night show. Oh, tomorrow we got the doubleheader on Monday. That's right, Thursday night Chargers Raiders, a little AFC West action. Yeah, Denver on Saturday at prime time in Detroit. I was scared that Melon Fonwu was not going to make that tackle. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. Aaron Glenn clapping on his defense for coming up with the stop. Here's a handoff to Montgomery, who is going to pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards, second down. Oh, no, they're going to give him just 2 yards. Goff, 4 for 7, 33 yards with an interception. Certainly not the start that you want from your quarterback. But you're only down 10. Montgomery in the backfield as Goff moves under center. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Montgomery. Montgomery looking for a hole. He's got one into the 50 and taken down at about the 45. David Montgomery. That's got to feel good. Big gain on the play. Lions into Bear territory for the second time. Second straight drive. Jared Goff has 9 total interceptions. 4 of them have been against the Bears, with one of them today. Almost half of his interceptions have been against this Bears team. Montgomery, 4 rushes for 21 yards. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Montgomery again. Montgomery finding another hole. Montgomery staying on his feet. He's going to pick up 8. Second down. Meanwhile, Ravens, Stafford just lobbing one up for a touchdown to Cooper Kupp. Wow. 10-7 LA over Baltimore. Look at that. I would love to score, Armenia, man. That would be excellent. 2nd and 3, a gain of 7 on that last run, I should say. Goff takes the snap, fakes the give to Gibbs. Under immediate pressure, Goff breaks free. He's got to throw it away. Incomplete. And they're going to say the target there was Jahmyr Gibbs, but it was well behind him, just trying to get rid of that football. So 3rd and 3, pressure came from Montez Sweat, who the Bears went out and traded and then extended. So 3rd and 3, got to come up with the conversion here. Need just 3 yards. Here's the snap, whistle blown, and I think it might be, it's going to be false start on the Lions. So you had a 3rd and 3, and now it is a 3rd and 8. Penalties have been the story of this half. Undisciplined play right now for Detroit. Jonah Jackson, the guard, called for false start. I mean, geez Louise. 5 penalties for 45 yards to the Bears, 1 penalty for 10 total yards. So you had a 3rd and manageable and 3rd and 3. Now you got a 3rd and 8. You got to come up with a big play here now. Meanwhile, the Grinch, a Bears fan in the crowd. That's interesting. Here's the snap. Quick toss around to St. Brown. Looking for a hole is St. Brown. He's not going to get there. It'll be 4th and probably 4, about a 4-yard pickup. And I'm assuming they're going to keep the offense out there. But I don't know. It's a lot deeper than the last time. And I think they're going to keep the offense out there, and they will on a 4th and 3. So they're right back to where they were. They picked up the yards from the penalty. They're 0 for 1 on 4th down. 4th and 3 from the Bear, 38 and a half. Goff looking, still looking, throwing up the middle. It is caught by, who is that? Number 19? Who is that? Donovan Peoples-Jones picks up the first down, his first reception as a Lion. Lions picked him up at the trade deadline from Cleveland, and he finally has made an impact play. Look at that throw from Goff into triple coverage, and Donovan Peoples-Jones picks up some extra yards after the catch, and the Lions have gotten themselves just inside the red zone, or just shy of the red zone maybe. And the big 4th down conversion, 4th down go, pays off as the Lions have the ball at the Bear 21, just shy of the red zone. Here's the snap. Little fake, little end around to J-Mo. J-Mo looking for the hole, gets the block, and J-Mo is only going to pick up a few yards there. Jamison Williams, they love to use him in the end around, but he unfortunately only picks up 4, making it 2nd and 6. Lions into the red zone for the first time today. Bears read that pretty well, but JMO's speed, I mean, the fact that he was able to pick up just 4 on that play, you got to give him some credit there. So now at the Bear 16, here's the snap, fakes the give, or no, he's going to give it to St. Brown. On the immediate handoff, St. Brown diving forward. I think they're going to give him the first down. No, they're going to be just short. 3rd and 1. Another 3rd down. You got to give credit to the Bears defense. They're forcing a lot of 3rd downs for Detroit. That was a fine play from a little direct handoff to Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. Certainly got me. And a Bears player is down on the field. Certainly the way the defense has been playing for Chicago, you don't want to lose anybody. So take a break at that. Man, I would have been so happy if JMO would have gotten that end-around touchdown. That would have been great. That would have been really funny. But, hey, the fact that he picked up 4 yards on that, you know what? It's positive impact. They like to use him in that little end-around. It seems like a pretty good play design. I just wish they'd throw him the ball more in stride. Love to see him get the ball in a slant. You know? What? You know what? I'm not gonna question Ben Johnson's offense. I'm just not gonna do it. But we need a touchdown here. We've had the ball for a good amount of time. You convert on that 3rd down, or on that 4th down, I should say. I really don't want to have to settle for the field goal. That would not be ideal. But that would, in the words of the guy from Mad Men,
Not great, Bob.
That's right. I actually downloaded the drop. It's not that loud. I couldn't find a really high quality version of it. So that's what we get. I do also have this one from Stephen A, who posted this, I believe, yesterday.
He's fat. He looks fat.
Those 2, actually. It made me laugh. Stephen, maybe I should make it more of a note to listen to Stephen A's show, because he's got some legendary drops. He's also got, let's see, where's the other one that's from this one?
He's been waiting for a while. New Orleans has been waiting for a while.
That's right. They're all about Zion. Stephen A. So, are the Lions playing on NFL Network on Saturday? Yeah, they play on NFL Network. Although I'm assuming they're going to have the local broadcast playing the game as well. They don't let it so that it doesn't. But either way, I have NFL Network, so I can watch it on NFL Network. Master Chef Jr. All right. So it looks like he's okay. He's on the sideline. 10-0 Chicago. Lions knocking on the door on a 3rd and 1. Just shy of the 10. Goff under center. Gibbs behind him in the backfield. Moves Brock right in motion. They're going to toss it to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for the hole. He finds it. He's got a lane. He gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with the first touchdown of the day for Detroit. And it is 10-6. Chicago remains on top. That is a big play from the rookie. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the Lions on the board. And some great speed, a little toss back as he weaves through the hole there and then gets right by the defender. I mean, ole, he said to Jalen Johnson. Ole. Like a bullfighter. Here's the snap for the extra point. A little bit bad, but the kick is up, and it is no good. Jack Fox was kicking the extra point for some odd reason. I think the wind might have been a factor, so the Lions missed the extra point, which is, or no, that was Riley Patterson who, I think Jack Fox had the hold, and it looked like a bad hold, and I mean, that's I'll take the touchdown, but that now makes it so you got to score a touchdown to at least tie the game up. So not an ideal miss there, for sure. But you brought it back to a one-possession game. You know what? I don't even know if I really want to do the fight song. I know we just scored, but I don't feel it. We're not ahead. I think that's you can't miss an extra point and have me do the fight song unless you're ahead. Then I'll still do it. But yeah, so Jack Fox on the hold. Take a look here. Yeah, it was a little bit of a bad snap, and then the hold was good though. I mean, Riley Patterson just missed it wide left. A little bit of a bad snap, and looks like special teams. Looked like Graham Glasgow was getting talked to. I don't think Graham Glasgow was the long snapper, though. Maybe he is. And this one going to be taken out from just inside the end zone, looking for a hole, and just short of the 25 on the return. That's just the second kickoff of the day for the Lions. Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees for both these teams. Frank Ragnow for the Lions. He's out, unfortunately, today. And then Justin Jones for the Bears. Love to see that. Ragnow's great. I hope he can win it this year, but it's always hard. I don't think I've ever seen a Lion player win the Walter Payton of the Year. Jared Goff was nominated for it last year. He didn't win. Here's the snap. Fields handing it off. No, he's going to keep it. And then Fields going to be eaten alive by John Kaminsky. He's only going to pick up a yard. Fake handoff, but Kaminsky read it all the way. 2nd and 9 on the 1-yard pickup. 7 rushes for 50 yards on the day for Justin Fields, and we are not even done with the second quarter yet. A turnover would be huge. That's right, Armenian man. A turnover would be huge. Fields in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to pass. Fields has got some time. Now he's getting pressured. Now Fields is on the run. Hutchinson's in front of him. Hutchinson's going to bring him down for the sack. And Aiden Hutchinson finally gets his first sack in 7 games, and it'll make it 3rd and long. John Kaminsky also came in. It might be a half sack. Hutchinson was getting double-teamed, and he managed to find his old rival from Ohio State and bring him to the ground. That is the 2nd sack of the day for this Lions defense against Justin Fields. He's had 3 hits as well on 4 hurries. 3rd and 18. Big opportunity for the Lions on defense. Huge chance. Fields looking to pass. Fields, pressure coming. Got to lob it up in the air, and it is going to be tipped and incomplete. Roshan Johnson, the intended receiver, that ball was about a foot over his head. And 4th and 18, and the Bears go 3 and out. That is a huge stop from the defense. Aiden Hutchinson again bringing the pressure, nearly sacked as he hits Fields as the throw comes in. And I don't know what happened to Aiden Hutchinson before this last defensive possession, or before this last defensive drive, but they gave him a jolt of something as the first punt of the day comes out for the Bears, and it is a rather short one. Lions going to fair catch it. Khalif Raymond just shy of midfield. So here we go. Lions have a chance here to take the lead with a touchdown. Look at that. Love to see Hutch getting involved. Ooh, David Perron's getting an in-person hearing for the Red Wings. Oh, geez. Bryce Young got sacked in a brutal way, apparently. Kyle McCord is visiting Nebraska. If you watched last show, you can go back and watch it. I talked about the Kyle McCord entering the transfer portal. That to me is just that's Charmin Ultra Soft stuff, man. That's just like, you lose one game, and it's to your rival on the road, and you had the ball with a chance to win the game in the final drive, and you're like, you know what? I'm out. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get smoked on Twitter. Come on, Kyle. Be better. How could you? I don't understand that. Like, it wasn't like he went 6-6. If you go 6-6, okay, 5-7. Peyton Thorne, Michigan State. I understand. But like you had a consistently top 10 ranked team. And I didn't even think they were that good, to be clear. I've said that on the show before. But like, I just don't get that. I like, if I'm a competitor, if I believe I'm the best quarterback ever, which every quarterback thinks that, especially in college, then why would I run from the smoke of having to play Michigan again next year? Now, granted, depending on who he transfers to, he might play Michigan again next year, but I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe he just doesn't believe in Ryan Day, which, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to not believe in a guy who just went 11-1 and had one drive potentially to win that game. Granted, he's lost to Michigan 3 years in a row. I digress. I don't know. I'm a Michigan State fan. I'm not allowed to have opinions about Michigan and other Big Ten teams. It's amazing. It's like 2 years ago, Michigan State was, one of the better teams in the Big Ten. And then they have 2 bad seasons and obviously their coaching situation. And all of a sudden I hear from a Michigan fan, oh, you guys don't even know what winning football is. It's like, just 2 years removed from a really good season, guys. I mean, and Fields grimacing on the sideline on his throwing shoulder. That would be a huge loss. If they lose Justin Fields or if he becomes an unreliable thrower, the fate of this game could certainly switch. Lions will start with the ball at their own 47-yard line. Hutchinson with the fresh cut. He had such long hair. It's so weird seeing him with like the buzz cut. Gibbs in the backfield, Goff under center. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Gibbs. Gibbs breaking free of the initial tackle, trying to find a lane, and he's able to pick up 3 yards on that one. Wow. Able to make something out of nothing. A gain of 4, actually, on the run from Gibbs. I'll take that. I mean, this looks like he might have been dead to rights, but the speed and the agility of Jahmyr Gibbs able to pick up some extra yards there as he runs out of bounds. I forgot to turn Do Not Disturb on. There we go. Here's the snap. Fake the give to Gibbs. Goff throwing wide open to Brock Wright, who is going to make the catch, but he's going to be short of the first down. 3rd and 1, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd and 2. Honestly, if that was Sam Laporta, I think he would have picked it up. And he almost lost that football. So a nice catch there from Brock Wright off his leg. Wow. It's a fine catch from the tight end. 3rd and 2. Lions 2 for 5 on 3rd down to the Bears 2 for 5 on 3rd down. Third and 2. Snap, Goff, pass coming. Looking, throwing up the middle into coverage, caught, first down. Who else? Sam Laporta. He is seriously, seemingly automatic on 3rd downs. One of his favorite targets on 3rd down. A little wobbly on the pass, but Laporta comes up with it and holds on to that football for a big 3rd down conversion. Nearly knocked free. So 1st and 10. Goff in the shotgun, Gibbs to his right. Now he moves in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for a hole, finding a bit of 1 there. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5. They're going to say 4. 2nd and 6 as the final 3 minutes of the half wind down. Again, remember, the Lions will get the football in the start of the 3rd quarter. The only tight end that they're showing that have big yards, all of them went to Iowa except for Travis Kelce, who, of course, went to the University of Cincinnati. Yeah, Hawkinson, Kittle, and then, of course, Laporta. 2nd and 6. Montgomery in the backfield. They're going to give it to Montgomery. Montgomery breaks free of the initial contact, but unable to break free of the second contact. It'll be 3rd and 4 as a pickup of just about 2. Maybe 3. They're going to say pickup of 3. Jeez, Montez Sweat. Montgomery able to just wipe him off. Unfortunately, unable to find a bigger hole there. It's the navy blue jerseys surround him. So 3rd down, but this is likely just going to go to the 2-minute warning. And it will. Lions let the clock go down to the final 2 minutes. And you got to think with the way the weather is going, it's going to be 4-down territory for the Lions. And they've already gone for it twice. 10-6 Chicago with the Lions marching down the field. Hey, look at that. I picked up Odell Beckham Jr. in fantasy, and apparently he just had a big touchdown. So I'm feeling good about that. I picked up Odell because so initially I drafted JMO just because I was like, whatever, it's a final pick in the draft. Let's have fun. And it wasn't working out because JMO just doesn't get enough play. It's not nothing against his talent or anything. He either doesn't get a lot of targets, or if he does get some targets, there's nothing there. Like he just doesn't do much. So picked up Odell. I'm surprised that nobody had Odell Beckham Jr. in my league, but picked him up. And apparently he just had a big touchdown. Oh, man. I would love to end this half with a lead. That would be excellent, especially given the fact that we are going to get the ball back. And chance to go up 2 possessions at that point. But again, I've talked about it before, and it's become a thing where we start with the football in the 3rd quarter and we just don't do anything. Like the 3rd quarter, for whatever reason, has just been our bugaboo on offense. So we got to figure something out. What the heck just happened in this commercial? It just buffered for oh. Okay. I don't understand. Like, do people know that like relatives don't sound the same all the time? And like this We Are Family game show on Fox. Like the idea is, okay, we're gonna get a celebrity, and this celebrity is going to like they're gonna sing, and you're gonna be able to somehow figure on a guess who the celebrity is. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. But 10-6, Bears on top. Oh, look at the dog. That is a dog at the game. 3rd and short. 3rd and 3. Lions need to pick it up. Down by 4. Goff in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Gibbs. Gibbs breaking free. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Jahmyr Gibbs with a pickup of about 3 or 4. And I think somebody must have called timeout. I think Chicago called timeout. Right? I mean, it's my guess. And the agility and the ability to just pick up those yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, man, I'm saying he's probably still going to get votes for Offensive Rookie of the Year, but if it wasn't for Stroud, he would probably be in the running for it, I think. So the Bears called their 2nd timeout, 1:53 remaining. I guess the feeling there is they think they can get the ball back before the half ends, which is certainly possible. I mean, 1:53, and the idea being, of course, again, they want to have a chance to try to take a lead or tie it up on the final drive. They're assuming the Lions get a touchdown and a successful PAT. It'll just be a 3-point lead. Goff under center at the Bear 25. Here's the snap. They're going to direct hand it off to the fullback. That was Sam Laporta on the direct handoff. He was lined up as a fullback. So they're handing it off to Laporta, who I guess they're giving Laporta all sorts of different positions. He's going to pick up about, 3 or 4? They're going to give him 4 yards as the clock continues to roll down. I'm surprised the Bears aren't using more timeouts. I guess they only have the 1 left. Here's the snap. Goff going to give it to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for a hole, and unfortunately not going to find one. He's going to pick up just 1 yard. Puts the Lions down at the 20, and a whistle blows as a timeout has been called. And the Bears use their final timeout of the half of 1:10. I guess the thinking there is they think the Lions are going to have to pass here on third down. Okay, I get it. Look at them. Is that really how a teleprompter works? Like they are typing it in live? They have to have some sort of guide, right? I mean, like, how do they can't just be randomly typing things in. I guess we'll see. I guess I don't know. What do I know? 3rd and 4, ball at the Chicago 19. Lions into the red zone for the second straight trip. They scored their last trip. 59 rushing yards this quarter to the Bears 10. Compare that to the Bears 85 in the first quarter. The Lions had just 47. Laporta moved in motion there. Goff is in the shotgun. Now Laporta moves in motion again. Snap. Throw back to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for a lane. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. Look at the elusiveness of Jahmyr Gibbs. Clock continues to roll down. And the Lions, of course, still with 3 timeouts. So they got plenty of time here to run some plays. 45 seconds. Here's the snap. Goff looking to pass. Goff throwing. It is caught. Khalif Raymond picks up about 5 inside the 10. And a whistle is blown. No, the clock's still running. Lions are not using their timeouts right now. I don't know why they're not using a timeout. You got just 30 seconds. 2nd and 5. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Somebody called timeout. Lions called timeout. So Lions use their first timeout of the half. 30 seconds remaining. It'll be 2nd and 5 after the pickup of 5 from a reception from Khalif Raymond. And given the fact you still have 2 timeouts, you can definitely still run the football. Now, unfortunately, given you just got 30 seconds, you probably have, I don't know how many more plays you got. Well, with the 2 timeouts, you probably have a good amount of plays. Either way, Goff lines up in the shotgun with Gibbs to his right. St. Brown moves in motion. Here's the snap. Goff looking, throwing, end zone, caught, touchdown, Josh Reynolds. And the Lions retake the lead. Josh Reynolds. Or the Lions get their first lead of the day, I should say. Back-to-back touchdown drives for Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his old teammate from Los Angeles, gets a touchdown. He was wide open. Stevenson was completely beat on the defense. Just a beautiful pass, a beautiful catch, and it is 12-10, Lions on top. Here's the snap. Kick this time is up, and it is good. That time that's through. 13-10, Detroit takes a late first half lead. 26 seconds remaining for the Chicago offense. And that is more like it. Let's get the fight song. Come on.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the parade, rah, rah, rah! Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your faith. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions!
That was a great couple of drives there from the offense. Obviously, I wish they would have had that extra point the first time, but you're up 13-10, just 26 seconds remaining in the half. I'm not even live. Realized. Oh, dear. Can I go live? What's going on? It's not great, Bob. There we go. Now it says I'm live. Cool. I was wondering. So Bears let that one go for touchback. Fields 4 for 7 for 81 yards, 7 rushes for 50 yards. He's been pretty much the main factor in their offense, as you would expect from the quarterback, but both in the rushing game and in the passing game. So with 26 seconds remaining, their last offensive possession was a 3-and-out, thanks to a sack from Aiden Hutchinson. Tyson Bagent looking on with a helmet. I guess they're somewhat concerned about Fields' throwing arm. Fields on the run, looking. Fields throwing it deep, and it is incomplete. Jerry Jacobs came through in coverage, and he might have been out of bounds either way, but Jerry Jacobs in coverage makes a fine stop there on what would have been a big first down. Jerry Jacobs just came through and got a paw in there and knocked that ball out of the hands of Mooney. Kirby Joseph, the second-year safety, celebrating with the undrafted Jerry Jacobs. 48 tackles for Jacobs, 3 picks, 8 passes deflected. Here's the snap. Fields looking to pass. Fields, pressure coming. Fields on the run. He's going to be brought down. He's going to be sacked. John Kaminsky got to him, and that will do it for the half. Another sack on Justin Fields. That is 3 at the half, folks. The Lions D-line, which had been, and their pass rush specifically, which had really struggled, has just gotten 3 sacks on one of the most mobile quarterbacks in football, all from different players. Jalen Reeves-Maben with a sack, Aiden Hutchinson with a sack, and John Kaminsky with a sack. And the Lions will get the ball with a 3-point lead at the half. It is 13-10 Detroit over the Bears on the road. That is one heck of a way to end the half. The defense has stepped it up, man. And the offense looks a lot more comfortable. We have a chance here to go up by 2 possessions if we can march down the field and score a touchdown in our opening drive. Let's take a look around the league as the Fox crew breaks it down. Rams, Ravens. Last thing I saw was they were losing. Okay, 10-7. Rams, Jackson takes a deep shot. Oh, is this Odell Beckham? Yes, it is. Odell Beckham, 46-yard touchdown. So, I believe the Rams. Oh, but then 14-10, Stafford. Little swipe to Davis Allen for a touchdown. So, 17-14, minute and 58 seconds left to go in the half. Rams on top. Panthers, Saints. Little NFC South action. You know, if you're a masochist. Looks like Kamara gets the handoff. A 9-yard touchdown run for the big fella. I don't know how big he is. 14-3. Saints over the Panthers, minute and 5 to go in that half. Browns, Jags, Joe Flacco. Look at that. Joe Cool. David Njoku runs it in for a touchdown. 14-7. Cleveland over the Jags, 2:54 to go in that half. Bengals, Colts. Jake Browning. Oh, interception. Oh, no, Jake Browning. Ronnie Harrison Jr. with a pick 6, 14 all at the half between the Bengals and Colts. Buccaneers, Falcons, NFC South matchup. Ritter taking a deep shot. Oh, Kyle Pitts, they finally are using him. 12-10, Buccaneers over the Falcons at the half. Meanwhile, no score between the Texans and the Jets. Stroud, 6 for 12 for just 28 yards. Jeez. Stroud not having a great day. But I'll be right back. Take a bathroom break before the half comes back. So I'll be right back. All right. So right now, entering the second half, Lions sitting with a 67% win probability according to ESPN. It's good. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking a little bit higher, I guess. I think certainly going into this half or going into the second half, you got to score a touchdown in your opening drive. You have a chance. It wouldn't put the knife in exactly, but it would certainly flip the script, so to speak, where instead of you playing down 2 possessions, now the Bears got to play down 2 possessions. And they basically, again, it's why I always say you should always defer, because there's really never a situation where you start with the football and the other team gets, unless you're blowing them out at the half, and even if you are blowing them out in the half, it's like, okay, well, then you can just keep blowing them out. Like possessions are much better to have late in the game than they are to have early in the game. If you don't have a whole lot of possessions in the early half of the game, okay, you're probably down. But if you could just have a lot of possessions in the second half, like, it's going to be much more worth it, right? Because you're going to win the game. But I digress. So shout out to Matt Eberflus for taking the ball to start the game. I appreciate that. But hey, man, I'll also give credit to the defense. Those last 2 possessions, honestly, the last 3, because they had the turnover on downs, and that was what turned into I believe that's what turned into a. Wasn't that a touchdown drive? Maybe not. I don't remember. That might have been the turnover on down, or no, because it was Lions turnover on downs, and then Bears turned it over on downs, and then I think we scored. Yeah, because we scored. Yeah. Okay, now I'm remembering, because it was still 10-0 at that point. So we scored after that turnover on downs drive, and then we made them go 3 and out on the sack from Hutch, and then the incompletion, obviously, but it was like 3rd and 18. He would have had to pick up a lot of real estate. And then this final drive here, you totally stifled it. You end the half with a sack. I mean, that's a good feeling. Like, if we can continue to keep this path of going where our defense is just totally limiting Justin Fields, we're collapsing the pocket around him, this game could look a lot like it did last year when they came to Ford Field and we just had our way with them. Not saying that is what it's going to look like, because I think Fields is elusive. I would be shocked if that's what this looks like for the rest of the game. But there's also the question. I mean, he was wincing on it with his throwing arm, and they had Tyson Bagent ready to go. So look, it would be back-to-back weeks where the starting quarterback gets hurt on our defense, which is kind of ironic given the fact that we really have not been able to hit the quarterback consistently. What is going on here? Oh my gosh. Oh my. I don't think you can do that. You just broke that man's pen. You can't just break another person's pen. Is that Mark Wahlberg? Wait. Was that Mark Wahlberg? No. Who's that? No, that's oh my gosh, now I'm blanking. That's not Mark Wahlberg. There's no crying in baseball. That's Tom Hanks in League of Their Own. Great movie, by the way. Very funny. Very funny movie. I don't know where it ranks in terms of baseball movies, though. It's not as good as The Sandlot. It's not as good as Moneyball. It's a good movie. I don't know where it ranks, though. I mean, like I love that they got Dan Miller, the radio guy for the Lions, in their commercial. I mean, they were doing all the radio guys. Yeah, I mean, I think honestly that's 100% true, Armenian. It's not a bad idea to be playing some of the clock. And the way Jahmyr Gibbs has been running today, he's looked really good. So you can keep giving him the football, just kind of marching down the field, eating away at the clock. Again, Lions play a lot better when they have the lead, I think. When they get down, multiple possessions, that's when things go bad. And now I don't. Most teams are like that, to be fair. So I'm not trying to say they're like special in that way. But no, it's one of those things where when the Lions have the lead and they can just run the football and eat away at the clock and just march down the field, add on to their lead with a good scoring drive. It's like they look like a different team. So, and look, game's certainly not over. It's definitely not out of reach for the Bears. You gotta protect the football for one, so you got to avoid the turnovers. Jared Goff already has an interception today, though. Granted, I'll give him a bit of a pass on it because it was 4th down. Like they were going to get the football one way or the other, and actually, him throwing that interception benefited us because they got a 10-yard penalty on the return, and it didn't result in anything. They ended up turning the ball over on downs as well. But. That's the thing about going for it on 4th down is you can take more risks as a quarterback. Now, obviously, you don't just throw it to a guy who's got nobody around him on defense and you give him but in theory, if they get an interception on a 4th down and you just tackle them immediately, it's actually sort of better than if you just threw an incompletion because then their field position is much, much further back than otherwise it would have been. It's another reason why I feel like if you intercept the ball in the end zone, you just go down if you're a defender. That's I'm a low risk guy, I guess. I'm a low risk guy in terms of that sort of thing. Like the odds of you going from the end zone to at least past the 20-25, it's pretty low. I mean, you got to get past a lot of guys because you have the entire offensive line you got to get past. You have any receivers or anybody around you, and you got to avoid your own guy. Just if you get an interception in the end zone, just go down. You're guaranteed 20-25. I think it's 25. Just that's how I feel about that. But again, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy sitting in a chair in front of a computer with a webcam and a lamp just bursting light at me that blinds me anytime I look at it. Saying things. Oh, and I speak when I'm nervous. I don't speak when I'm sad. It's not a good habit. It's not a good fact. It's not a good quality. I keep changing words. Not a good quality of mine. You should probably say things when you're sad. Maybe not to everybody. I probably wouldn't say it to you guys. No offense. I don't know any of you, and you don't even know me. You just know me as this is the most you know about me. And I guess that I'm a Lions fan / Detroit sports fan / I live in an apartment. There was a comment. I'll acknowledge this just because it was a few weeks ago. Well, actually, at this point, more than a month ago. So on one of the videos I posted about Michigan being cheaters or whatever, because they cheated and all that. Somebody commented the fact that I was a quote unquote wannabe pundit living in my mom's basement. Now, to right here, I don't know if you guys can't really see it. This is a door wall. Now, if you're aware of how basements work, there's no door walls in basement because you're underground. Even if this wasn't a door, even if this was a window, do we? You know what? It's fine. He didn't go to Michigan. He's a Michigan fan, so we need to talk a little bit slower. Anyways. I feel like the only commentators we've had on Fox all year have been Adam Amon and Kevin Burkhardt. I think that's just legitimately the only ones. I wanted to get what's his name, Kenny Albert. We haven't had Kenny Albert all season, and I don't think we will get Kenny Albert. Maybe we get him for the Vikings game, one of the 2 Vikings games, depending on where that game is scheduled for. Because one of the Viking games is TBD. And here comes a kickoff from the Bears in the second half underway. And the Lions going to take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. That is Craig Reynolds. Oh, no. Snow flurries apparently are coming down, according to Christina Pink. They do not want a Sparty party. They don't. Why is John Cena's music coming on? Why is the... So here we go. 13-10 Detroit. Goff under center, ball at their own 25. Goff takes the snap. They're going to fake the give to Montgomery. Goff on the run looking to pass. Goff throwing it. It is incomplete. Target was Khalif Raymond, and Stevenson broke it up. That could have been bad. That could have been very, very bad. Good coverage by the Bears. And geez, yeah, he could have taken that one. Could not get that ball to Raymond quick enough. And a push after the throw. Surprised they didn't call a penalty on that. Goff in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Monty. Monty looking for a hole. He's going to find one, but only pick up about 4. So it'll be third down and manageable. But you got to pick up this first down again. I've been preaching every week. You got to start the third quarter. When you get the football, you got to start it strong. You can't go 3 and out. Just not a good way to start the second half when you get the football. At least eat away some time from the clock. 3rd and 6. Need a big play. Or at least a 6-yard play. I don't know if that constitutes a big play. Here's the snap. Goff looking to pass. Pressure is coming. Goff going to take a deep shot. Looking for Jamison Williams, and that ball is incomplete. Totally underthrew Jamison Williams, and the Lions go 3 and out to start. Jamo was open. Goff just missed him. I mean, just a total wasted drive. You probably could have taken the shot to St. Brown, but I mean, that ball was way underthrown. So the Lions go 3 and out to start the half, and that is, I'm telling you, that's not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob.
It's not great, Bob. Jack Fox punts it away, and it's a deep punt. Wow. All the way inside the 15, and looking for a lane and breaking the first tackle, but chopped up by Jack Campbell. Rookie keeps the Bears inside their own 30, and here comes Justin Fields and the Bears down just 3. Oh, my gosh, man. Why? It's like you didn't get rid of any time. You got just 4 total yards. And the worst part about it is if he hits Jamo there, Jamo's probably gone. But Jamo had to slow down, and the ball was underthrown anyway. Just not a good start in the second half. Not at all. What is the teeth sensitive to cold crowd? I've never like, I don't know if my teeth are sensitive to cold. I'm sorry, I'm commenting on the commercial. It's the Progressive Becoming Your Parents. Like, and I'm like, where does that come from? Like, I don't know what that would feel like, I guess. Jack Campbell pick would be nice. Oh, Nico Collins ruled out. Jeez. I love how ESPN is always super late to a lot of these things. It's like MLB free agency alert. Tigers reach a deal on Andrew Chafin when that was announced like 3 hours ago. It's like the ESPN news article it's always so late. The news alert, I should say. I always just have them on. Oh, is that what? The plowing for pizza? That's. Huh. I always just have it on though, just in case. Like if I'm not really looking at my phone or something, I want to like have like some like immediately when I check it to see like what's going on. What the heck is that? Fragrance destination. That's Rob Lowe. How many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows? Interception would be huge. Any sort of turnover would be huge. If we can just get the offense back on the field here quickly with better field position, I feel a lot better. Lions and opening drives, man. It's like, it's a bad combo. I don't know what it is. So Fields, first time in the half, under center. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off directly to, I believe that is, I don't know who that was, but he is down after the tackle from Jack Campbell. And they're doing a sideline report. Meanwhile, the Bears player is dead. That's frustrating, Armenian. It's like we need to be better in the third quarter. Was that player not down? I mean, like, okay, I guess they're exiting the huddle. I guess he was on the sideline. That was DJ Moore. Wow, that would be a huge loss if they lose DJ Moore. Here's the snap. Fake toss by Fields. Pass coming. Hutchinson is getting held like it is. There was clear holding on Hutchinson as the Bears pick up the first down from a pass to Mooney. Are you serious? Did you guys see that? Hold on, like, we're just going to ignore that? He was getting held, like, by the horse collar. Seriously? No flag? Okay. Big pass there from Fields to Mooney. Moore had no targets all day. He had just 3 rushes for 20 yards and a touchdown. So he really hasn't been much of a factor on their offense, but we know that he can be. As they're handing it off to Herbert, and Herbert breaks free of the tackle from Hutchinson, and then a big knock from Alex Anzalone. Oh, my gosh. Hutchinson could have had him for a loss, but Alex Anzalone cuts him to just 4 yards. I would have rather you take him down for a loss, Hutch, but Khalil Herbert he just ducked. But then Anzalone, just like a brick wall, just said, no, you're not going anywhere. So 4-yard gain as the Bears get into Lion territory. Fields takes the snap, looking to pass. Fields going to throw it short and breaking free of the first. Nope, not able to break free, but picks up the first down is Jones Jr. And Fields looking comfortable in the passing game. Look at the Anzalone fans with their Anzalone wigs. Ooh. Ooh. He's got a screw in his thumb. That's weird. Ball to Detroit 37. Bears marching down the field. Offense looking a lot better than the last couple of drives. Fields on the run. Looking, throwing short, incomplete. Mooney, the intended receiver, who has been a kryptonite for the Lions defensively, but it'll be 2nd and 10 on the incompletion. Love to see a TFL here. Make it a 3rd and long. I mean, the thing is, with any sort of long, given the fact that Justin Fields is so elusive on his feet, it's hard to say. Fields is in the shotgun all alone. Here's the snap. Fields looking to pass. Going to get rid of it quickly. It is caught and trying to break free, but Alex Anzalone able to bring down DJ Moore. Just a couple of yards gained on that play. Jeez. So 3rd and 8, opportunity here for the Lions defense. Good on Alex Anzalone to not give up on the play. Got to make a play here on defense. That was DJ Moore's first catch of the game, by the way. I believe it was his first catch of the game. Or, no, because he didn't. Oh, maybe he did. I don't know. Fields throwing it. It is caught. DJ Moore, first down. Goodness gracious, on 3rd and 8. And DJ Moore, 1 foot in. Yeah, clearly in. I mean, that's a great catch from DJ Moore. Jerry Jacobs pushing him out of bounds. Another play coming. Here's the pass. It is knocked down, but a flag comes in. Jerry Jacobs was in coverage. That didn't look like it would be pass interference. Are they going to call this pass interference? They're talking about, or maybe they're going to say holding on the defense. And they're going to call pass interference. on Jerry Jacobs. How is that pass interference? He blocked. Initially it didn't look like pass interference. Okay, yeah, I guess he came in a little early. He tried to time it up, didn't have the timing right. It's going to be an automatic first down. 6 penalties on Detroit for 49 yards. Bears just 1 penalty. Fields looking to pass. Fields throwing wide open is his target for a first down and goal. That is Scott with the reception. That's his last name, by the way. Yeah, I know. There's like no hold, no flag on that hold that started this drive, but they're gonna give the flag to Jerry Jacobs on a. I mean, at least you could say it was close. So first and goal, I believe, for the first time today. Maybe not. I think they got the first and goal their opening drive. Fields takes the snap. Going to hand it off. Nowhere to go. Breaking free of the initial tackle, but able to get to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard. Second and goal. And again, this is one of the reasons why that opening drive in the third quarter, you practically didn't start with the football. You really only got rid of about a minute of time. And so the Bears essentially just start with the football. And right now they got a chance to take a lead when you could have had a chance to go up 2 scores. Second and goal. 2 drives for a touchdown and a field goal. Been very efficient in the red zone. Fields snap coming. Blitz coming. Fields takes a shot to the end zone. Knocked free. Kirby Joseph, the safety, got in front of that football, and DJ Moore does not come up with a touchdown. That's a fine play from the second-year safety out of Illinois. A lot of Big Ten cats on this defense. You got Kirby Joseph from Illinois, Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan, Jack Campbell from Iowa. So third and goal, opportunity here for Detroit to force the Bears to settle. Ball at their own, ball the Lions' own, I should say, 7-yard line. Fields, pass coming. Fields has time, plenty of time. Fields, pressure coming, throws it up and incomplete. Nobody home as he had to throw that ball away. Fourth and goal, Cam Sutton was in coverage there. And so the Bears are going to bring out the field goal unit, try to tie this game up. I mean, Hutch was also getting held there, by the way. Okay. I mean, there was nobody open, to be fair to Fields, as that ball was way overthrown and incomplete. 25-yarder. Santos made a 46-yarder earlier. This will tie the game up. Snap, kick, and it's good. Cairo Santos ties the game up. It is 13-all with 8:38 to play in the third quarter. All right, well, a couple of those plays you can't give up on the defense. Just can't do it. I'm glad you made them settle for the field goal, but again, I'm more frustrated with the offense there. It's like you had the ball to start, but people, if they just came in, they would have thought the Bears started with the football. Like that's just you got now at this point. Now you got to go down and score a touchdown because you've had, let's see, back-to-back red zone possessions for the Bears where they were forced to settle. So you got to score touchdowns at this point. But I'm more frustrated. I mean, Hutch was getting held on one of those plays. Should have been a 10-yard penalty, but okay. Bears are just 1 penalty today. Like I'm not like frustrated with any particular penalty that they've called, other than that delay of game call. That I didn't like. That was against us. The rest of the penalties, it's like, okay, I can see it, but it's hard to not think about the way the officiating is going when you have, 6 penalties on one side and just 1 on the other. Like, again, I'm not saying that there's any particular penalties. Like I'm not saying that that's what's happening. Like that there's just a bunch of penalties that they're missing. Maybe there's not, but I don't think the Seahawks are going to win. I hate to break it to you, Armenian. I also don't know how much, like, the number 1 seed at this point seems pretty far-fetched for us, pretty far out of reach. I guess technically it is still in reach, but, I don't think it's as realistic for us. See, I want to see the scenarios for if we could clinch the division today with a win, because I want to say we can. I think it's like we win and Vikings lose and Packers lose. I think that's the way. Packers play tomorrow. Vikings, I think they're playing not right now. They'll play in the 4:00 slot, I believe. I want to say, because Sunday night is Eagles-Cowboys, and they're not playing right now, the Vikings. So 13-all as the Bears kick off for the first time this half. Lions going to let that one go for a touchback. Here comes Jared Goff, second time today. Third quarter this season, the Lions are last in turnover differential and tied for 28th in point differential, -29, -6 in the turnover differential, by the way. So the Lions they're just not good in third quarter. It's just straight up. That's just who you are. At this point in the season, you are who you are. So you got to be better. You've got to just overcome that. I don't know what it is. It's just been a bugaboo for this team. Reynolds moves in motion, and a flag comes in, and I think it's going to be a false start. And it will be. False start on Detroit. 1st and 15. Penei Sewell call for the false start. Rare penalty on the third-year lineman. It's the 7th penalty on Detroit, 54 total yards off the penalties. So now you start your drive and you're already behind. 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10. Goff under center, takes the snap. They're going to fake the give. Goff looking to pass. Goff going to take a shot up the middle. It is tipped and nearly intercepted. Wow, that would have been awful. That would have been just awful. Target was Josh Reynolds, I believe, who in stride, I mean, he had some room, but just could not get enough air on that football. So it'll be 2nd and 15. Lions need some big plays now. St. Brown moving in motion. Here's the snap. Goff looking to pass. Goff going to throw it to St. Brown, incomplete. And now it is 3rd and 15. Goff, I believe, just 1 completion so far this half. Maybe not even that. So now on 3rd and 15, Lions have not moved the football. I don't know if maybe Gibbs or St. Brown was off. I don't know what happened this play. I mean, he just totally missed St. Brown. So now ball at their own 20, 3rd and 15. Snap, Goff. Looking, throwing Gibbs up the middle, looking for a lane. He's got 3 Bears in front of him. He's not going to pick up the yards. So Lions go 3 and out for the 2nd straight drive, and the punt team's got to come out on 4th and 3. Goodness gracious. And again, that false start penalty, that's what killed that drive. Is 4th and 3. That was 5 extra yards you didn't have to pull yourself back from. And now, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Lions have done absolutely nothing on offense, and the Bears have managed to tie the game up. Snap from Fox. Punt is up and away. And it is relatively deep as the Bears take this one out. Looking for a hole, finding a block, getting another block, past the 40, past the 45. He's tripped. Jack Fox makes the tackle on a big return for the Chicago Bears on special teams. So now, with good field position, wow, he just was able to get a piece of Taylor's right shoe. 13 all. Bears, chance to take the lead. I mean, that's just like, again, offense. It's like you can't have these 3-and-out drives. And it's penalties, it's not hitting your receivers, it's a myriad of things. Like, defense has got to step it up right now. I mean, now you can't let them score. So now you're playing behind again. Always stressing me out. They're always stressing me out. Every Sunday is like this. They've been doing this M&M Santa Claus commercial since I was a kid. Where he sees the M&Ms and he passes out. That one. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but still. You'd love to see a turnover here for Detroit. I mean, they avoided it. There's back-to-back drives even where Goff throws a bad pass that nearly gets intercepted. You can't have it. You just can't have it. $7:36 to go in the third quarter. Wow. That's a good tackle from Jack Fox. There's him in Knight's armor. That was, yeah. Turnover would be huge. They're going to need it as the Bears are right next to midfield at the Lions' 48. Or at their own 48, I should say. Fields looking, time, plenty of time. Flag coming in. It's going to be a hold. This play's coming back. Fields going to take a deep shot. It is caught for a first down, but this play is coming back. Definitely going to be a hold. Flag came in the backfield. And it will be offensive holding. Just the second penalty of the day on Chicago. So it'll be 1st and 20. Lucas Patrick called for the hold. It's about darn time somebody on the Bears gets called for a penalty. And it wasn't even that egregious, to be perfectly honest with you. So 1st and 20, obviously the Lions, they gave up the big yardage, but it was a penalty, so it wasn't like anything was going to happen. I don't know if the secondary knew about that, but either way, here's the snap. Fields going to dunk it short to Kmet, and Kmet is going to get taken down as soon as he comes up with it. Kendall Vildor with the tackle. I didn't know he existed. Pickup of 5 makes it 2nd and 15. Now, again, in a 2nd and 15 situation, you gotta get off the field, defense. You gotta be able to stop them here. 2nd and 15, 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Fields shotgun. Snap. Fields looking to pass. Fields going to throw it up the middle. Again, Cole Kmet, but he's going to be surrounded by white jerseys and nowhere to go. It looks like it's going to be a pickup of about 4 or 5. Third down, 3rd and 9, pickup of 6 on the play. So basically they net 1 yard because of that holding penalty. And that ball was deflected by Aiden Hutchinson. So good catch there by Komet on a wobbly pass. Now the defense has to stop him here. 3rd and 9. Just shy of midfield. So certainly not go for it territory, I would imagine. Fields. Snap. Pass coming. Pressure. Throws. Knocked down. Incomplete. Jalen Reeves-Maybin got his hands on that one. 4th and 9. Punt team's got to come out. Right? Yeah, punt team is coming out. That is a great stop there from Jalen Reeves-Maybin, who just got his big right hand on that football and knocked it down. Punt team comes out for the Bears. Khalif Raymond out to return it. Snap and the punt. That is a long punt as Khalif Raymond is tackled just after he makes the catch, picks up maybe a couple of yards. So now the Lions again, they get the ball for the 3rd time in the 3rd quarter. It is a 13-13 game. Hey, defense took advantage of the penalty. I'm not going to be mad at it. Not going to be mad at it. You had him in a 1st and 20 situation, and of course you force him to settle there, or you force him to punt there. That's great. That's what you need to do. Offense. Your defense has held them to just 3 points this quarter. You need to go out there. You need to march on the field. You need to score a touchdown here, because the Bears have struggled to move the football pretty effectively basically since the 1st quarter. So you need to move the football down. This is on Jared Goff. This is on that run game. This is on that O-line. You just gotta do it. Right now, defense is helping you stay in this game, either from the penalties and finishing the drives, or just making plays. I mean, hey, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, man, maybe he should start a linebacker, because he's had 2 fine plays that have stifled drives, whether it's the sack or just deflecting that pass. I'm just saying, he is a captain. He is one of the captains on the team. But I just need a touchdown here. I need to feel good. I need a surge of energy. All right. Last couple of possessions for the Lions, both resulting in punts. A total of just 16 yards combined in 6 plays for Detroit. There's the Grinch, a Bears fan. Again, I don't know if that sends the message that you think it's going to send. But Lions have the ball at their own 17. You're going to have to march down the field. You're going to have to have a long drive if you want a touchdown here. Goff under center. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Gibbs. Gibbs going to get stuffed at the line. No gain. Goff just 105 yards on the day, 13 for 21, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 2nd and 10, no gain on that last Gibbs run. 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter and counting. Gibbs remains to the right of Goff. They're going to give it to Gibbs. Looking for a lane. Gibbs going to lose some yards. And now 3rd and long again. The Lions have done absolutely nothing offensively. It'll be 3rd and 11. Back-to-back runs to Gibbs. resulting in a net of -1 yards. -1 yard, I should say. Yards? -1 yards? I don't know. Another third down. 3rd and 11. Goff in the shotgun. Moves Cully Freeman in motion. Snap. Goff looking. Still got time. Throwing it up the middle. Incomplete. And a 3rd straight 3 and out for the Lions on offense. 4th and 11. Punt team comes out again. The Lions have not moved the football at all half. That is terrible. I mean, the offense is totally anemic. So here comes the punt in the deepest punt the Lions have had to kick. Fox punt up and away, and that one is just into Bear territory and running and getting out of bounds at about the 50. So the Bears take over again in a tie game with 4:06 to go in the 3rd quarter, 13-all. Ow. I don't want to see x-rays of broken bones. It's gross. You've had 3 chances, offense, and you've failed miserably in every single one. Not only are you not eating away any clock, you're just not moving. You're losing yards. In that case, you lost 1 yard. You didn't gain anything. Man, this offense cannot play in the 3rd quarter. They just can't do it. And I don't know how many more drives, how many more chances you're going to give this Bears offense. And, they're getting slow. They're actually gaining yards slowly on offense because we keep losing yards on our offense and punting it away in worse field position. I don't know who this lady is that's playing tennis. Am I supposed to know who she is? Because she's sponsored by New Balance. I don't know who she is. I don't watch tennis. Oh. Ay, man. Ay. I mean, at this point, I'm just thinking the defense has to get a turnover or something so that the offense can have some good field position. Because clearly we can't march down the field. He's 51. I didn't know Aaron Glenn was 51. Detroit. Okay. So Fields takes over at midfield for his Bears. Snap. Fields handing it off to Foreman. Foreman picking up some yards as he found the hole there. Going to be a pickup of about 6. 2nd down. 2nd and 4. As the 3rd quarter continues to wind down here. That's a 6-yarder, actually. I don't know why the announcer said it was 7. Under center is Fields. Snap. Fakes the give. Pass coming. Fields going to get rid of it. It is incomplete. They're saying maybe it was deflected. It'll be 3rd and 4. Opportunity again for the defense. Let's see. No, it wasn't deflected. Just a bad throw. But the pressure came from Okwara. So 3rd and 4. Opportunity for the defense. Get off the field, I would think. Just given the field position, probably can't kick a field goal from this range. Snap. Fields. Looking, throwing. It is caught. Cole Kmet. Alex Anzalone was in coverage, and Kmet came up with it. First down for the Bears. I mean, I can't be that. It was just a good play. Anzalone had pretty good coverage. He got a hand in there, and Kmet came up with it. Oh, they're going to look at it. They're going to look at it. Let's see. Okay, you still got it. 1 foot down. I don't know why they're looking at this. That looks like a catch to me. We're challenging it. Why are we challenging this? I don't think there's enough to overturn this at all. Why do we do this? It seems like every time Dan Campbell challenges something, it's just like, it does not seem very clear. I mean, it looks pretty complete to me. I don't see anything that would overturn this. He's like holding it. Like, I don't see how that's not a catch. There's nothing there for me to think they're going to overturn this. This shouldn't take very long. And I don't like that at all because you just wasted a timeout. He had it the whole time. I don't get this at all. Like, why would you waste a timeout? And the ruling on the field stands. So Detroit loses a timeout for no reason. I don't like that at all. That was awful. It was very, very bad from Dan Campbell. You lose a timeout in a close game like this, where you're probably going to need those timeouts. I don't like that at all. So 1st and 10 for the Bears. 3:03 to go in the third quarter. Fields under center. Snap. Fields going to pass from under center. Pressure's coming. Fields got to get rid of it. It is caught and then running out of bounds. I don't know what you're doing. Why would you catch that ball for one? You just lost 2 yards. It was kind of an awkward-looking pass from Fields. He's lucky there was no Lion defender around, but he catches that ball and he loses 2 yards. If he just lets that one go, it's an incomplete pass, and you're 2nd and 10, but the Lions make it a 2nd and 12. So now, 2nd and long, you'll take it. Got to make the stops here now. Here's the snap. Fields going to run with it. Fields going to get, oh my goodness, what a hit. Derek Barnes just ate Justin Fields for lunch. No gain on the play. Oh my goodness. He jumped into Justin Fields. I have not seen a hit like that in a long time. That is going to leave a mark on Monday. So it'll be 3rd and 13, a loss of 1. I guess they're going to call that a sack. Technically, 4 for 9 are the Bears on 3rd down with an average of 7 to go. Fields, pressure coming, gonna get hit from behind. He's gonna be sacked. Well, that ball's loose, and they're gonna say it was a live ball. The lineman is gonna take it all the way back to behind the 45, and it'll be 4th down and long. Brack, oh my goodness. That could have been much worse for the Bears. Okwara got to him, and that ball came out, and Jones, the lineman, able to recover the fumble. I mean, maybe they call that an incomplete pass. Either way, it's 4th down. And they're going to change it to an incomplete pass. So it'll be 4th and 13. Are they going to keep the offense out there? Or are they going to call intentional grounding? Wait, why are they keeping the offense out there on a 4th and 13? Okay, I guess they're going to keep the offense out there on a 4th and 13. This is a big opportunity for Detroit. The Bears are 0 for 1 on 4th down. What did he just say? What did the referee just say? Okay, the hit affected the pass. Okay, I guess it's not intentional grounding. 4th and 13, you got to come up with a stop here. You have to. Bears are going for it in a 4th and long situation in a tie game. Oh, geez, Lions jumped off sides. Fields going to take a deep shot to the end zone. Touchdown. DJ Moore, are you kidding me, defense? Or no, that was Darnell. No, that was DJ Moore. You have got to be kidding me. I cannot believe that just happened. Not only did they jump off sides, give him a free play, that penalty's obviously going to be declined. The result of the play is a touchdown. How do you do that? You have got to be kidding me. You had them pinned in 4th and 13, and you give up a touchdown? Really? I mean, goodness gracious. Aaron Glenn, what the heck was that? You had them, man. You had them. Here comes the extra point. Up and and it's blocked. It's blocked. That's a live ball. Lions going to pick it up. And look at the big fella. He's still going. And he's not going to return it. Oh, my gosh. I think that was Benito Jones, and he is down. Oh, my gosh, though. I mean, a blocked extra point obviously changes the game. But, oh, my, how could you give up a touchdown? You had them in 4th and 13. Goodness. I'm more upset by that touchdown than anything. That is ridiculous. You can't do that. This defense, what the heck? You had them dead to rights. Jerry Jacobs got beaten easily by DJ Moore, by the way. I mean, I don't really know that I like the matchup of putting Jacobs on Moore. They were upset about the lack of intentional grounding on the last play. But, I don't care how much further it would have sent you back. You had them 4th and 13. That's enough. That should be it. Yeah, it should have been intentional grounding. I agree. It shouldn't have mattered. Lions going to take this one out from their own 1. That is Craig Reynolds, I believe. And he's going to just be taken down just shy of the 25. And this offense, which has done absolutely nothing on 3 possessions, has allowed the Bears to score 9 unanswered points in this third quarter. A touchdown on a 4th and 13, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And unforgivable as far as I'm concerned. A touchdown ties it up, but you need a successful extra point, which it seems like both teams have not been good at. Goff under center, takes the snap, toss to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for a hole, finding a block, and he's going to be chopped down just short of the 30. And a Bears player is down. He's slow to get up. 29. Looked like the rib area might have gotten a foot from Gibbs kicked into his ribs. Or something, I'm not sure. Maybe a knee to the stomach. So 6 yards on the pickup. Stevenson, the defender, is slow to get up. But he appears to be okay, just a little banged up. Now Ben Johnson's really got to dial in, and this team has been awful this half. They need to pick it up. They need to get a touchdown here, get themselves right back into this game, and potentially take a lead if they can get the extra point. They shouldn't have given up that touchdown, man. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at them right now. Please win this game, man. If you lose this game and that's the game-losing touchdown, I'm going to be pissed. Here's the snap. Oh, and he bobbled it. Goff fell on top of it, but I don't know who's got it. And they're saying the Bears have it. Goff turns it over, and that is the worst possible thing to happen. The second turnover of the day, both from Jared Goff, and the Bears are going to take over. I mean, you have got to be kidding me. That was not a great snap, and the ball was kicked around there. Clearly, the Bears get it. This is easily so far the worst game that I've had to watch from this team, especially in the second half. They had picked it up at the end of that first half. It seemed like they were going to get it together, and this second half has been atrocious. Just atrocious. 19-13, Bears take over. Just 2 plays on offense in that drive. And the Bears have a chance to put the knife in right now. Fields in the shotgun. The defense looks like it's scrambling. Fields looking to pass. Pressure coming. They're going to toss it to the lineman, 84. He's going to pick up just 3 as the final minute of the third quarter winds down. This has just been an awful third quarter for one. They still got the whole fourth quarter to play, but if they score a touchdown here, it's not looking good. Fields in the shotgun. He's got running back behind him. High snap, fakes the give, pass coming. Fields takes a shot, and he catches it. That is Foreman, who is going to be tackled at the 10 as he tried to leap over the defender. And that will do it for the third quarter. So the Bears, first and goal, 19-13 over the Lions. Trying to play a little bit of spoiler. And that was a high pass that what is his name? I can't remember this guy's name. I don't remember the guy's name. This has been terrible, man. This has been the worst game this is worse than the Ravens game. At least the Ravens game, that game was over by the second quarter. This is like we had the game in our control. You started with the ball in the third quarter. You had a chance to go up. You haven't scored all third quarter. You haven't done anything on offense this whole half. And you turn the ball over on a fumble. You give up a 4th and 13 touchdown. On top of it being a free play, even if he doesn't catch that ball, it was a free play. They would have been 4th and 8. I'm so frustrated in them right now. I'm just beyond upset with them. I don't know. I mean, you can't fire your defensive coordinator with 4 weeks to go. At this point, you just can't do it unless you know for a fact who's going to replace him as the defensive coordinator permanently. So you're not going to do that. But talk about, on offense too, though. The Bears adjusted clearly. There's some sort of they clearly changed something. Either that or they just didn't do anything. And our offense is just not performing at the level that it needs to if they want to win these kinds of games. This is going to be a low-scoring game. We knew about it. We knew this would be a low-scoring affair. And we had a chance where we could have gone up. Please, we could have gone up by 13, 14, 15. We could have gone up by a massive amount if we just turn a couple of those punt drives into field goals or touchdowns, and we couldn't do it. And now you turn the ball over in your own territory, which Jared Goff clearly at this point has a turnover problem. He was so good last year where he just would never turn the ball over. And this year, between the fumbles and the interceptions, and again, I'm not going to hold that first interception today, or that interception, it's the only interception, I'm not going to hold that against him because, that was a fourth down. He doesn't make the catch. It doesn't matter. It's a turnover. But this is just. The Lions were scoreless in 2 of the 3 quarters today. The Bears scoreless in just 1 in the second quarter. First and goal, 19-13. 4 possessions, 3 punts, 1 turnover, 17 total yards in the third quarter for the Lions offense. Unforgivable. Fields going to keep it. Fields going to throw it. It is incomplete. Cole Kmet had a lane for the end zone, and the ball, he just couldn't come up with it. Second and goal. Lions catch a break. Cole Kmet, wide open. He certainly had a lane for the end zone, but not a great throw, but not a terrible throw either. You got to come up with that football. Second and goal. Here's the snap. Fields going to throw it short, and DJ Moore going to lose a yard. And now third and goal. And the other thing is, too, this defense really hasn't gotten to Justin Fields since the first half. I don't think we score. I don't think we got a sack. Or no, we had what should have been a sack, but turned into an incomplete pass. Third and goal. Here's the snap. Pressure. Fields gonna run with it. Fields finds a lane and touchdown. And that will probably do it. I know you still got a lot of time in the fourth quarter, but you give them potentially a 13-point lead in the final minutes where your offense has done absolutely nothing. You're going to need to score 2 touchdowns and make both extra points to take the lead. You need to make at least 1 to tie it up. And, look, I'm not going to hold the defense too much to this one because it's pretty hard to stop a team from scoring from their own 20 or 25. And it looks like the Bears are going to keep the offense out there. They're going to go for 2 here, which would make it a 14-point game. I understand this. That makes sense. They're 1 for 3 on 2-pointers this season. Now, if you're the Lions, you got to get some big plays. Fields, snap, fakes the give, pass coming, Fields, pressure, throwing, incomplete. So they miss on the 2-point, makes it a 12-point game in the fourth quarter. Boy, do I remember that. Could you imagine if that happens again? Statistically, probably not going to happen, right? But again, the turnovers in this game changed the game. At least the one turnover. The other turnover didn't really affect anything. But they've now gotten 6 points off the 2 turnovers. Now, offense has basically got to be perfect. Next couple of drives. You got to score 2 touchdowns unanswered. You can't give up any points. We saw a similar comeback last or a couple of weeks ago, but this time you're on the road and your offense has looked awful in this half. Absolutely awful. Here comes the kickoff, and away it goes. Lions going to let this one go to the end zone for a touchback. See, my thing is like, even if we score a touchdown, I don't even feel that great because I know my defense has got to go out there, and I mean, they can't even stop them on 4th and 13. So, like, tell me why I should feel great. Like, unless they score really quick here, I don't know. So, Lions this half on offense have been absolutely awful. Goff is lined up in the shotgun all alone. Snap, pass coming. Goff, little dunk to Brock Wright. Picks up just a couple of yards. Second reception of the day for Brock Wright. Second down. There's really not been anybody on this offense that has looked amazing. I guess Laporta's looked good and Gibbs has looked good. Another pass coming from Goff. They're going to throw it to Gibbs behind the sticks. He's going to lose some yards. I mean, they read him like a book. So it'll be 3rd and long. Well, 3rd and 10. They just lose the yards they gain there. Third and 10. Goff just thrown for a little over 100 yards today. Snap. Goff looking. Has some time. Going to throw it. It is caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be just short. And you got to go for it, right? You got to go for it. You're down 2 possessions. Came back to the ball. He's down by like an inch. 4th and 1. They're keeping the offense out there. Is this just going to be a QB sneak? High risk. They're 1 for 2 on 4th down. Gibbs in the backfield. Snap. They're going to give it to Gibbs, and Gibbs is not going to get there. He's going to lose a few yards, and the Bears are going to take the ball over in Lion territory. This game is all but over. Turnover on downs. They tried to give it to Gibbs. They had a lot of linemen on the right side, and it just the hole just did not maintain. At this point, you're looking at turnovers resulting in scores. Or, I mean, that's pretty much all I can think of at this point. Like that's how you can flip the script here as the Bears take over in the Lions 30. Snap. Fields going to hand it off. They're going to pick up about 4. Second and 6. Here's snap. Fields. Pass coming. Fields throwing. Incomplete. Overthrew his man. 3rd and 6. And again, I mean, they're certainly in field goal range, albeit a decently deep one. And I guess you'd rather they settle for the field goal, but that would make you put you down 15. Still a 2-possession game, though you'd need to make at least one 2-pointer. Third and 6. Snap. Fields looking to pass, throwing, and it is caught. DJ Moore, first down into the red zone. This game is getting out of hand. I mean, this is one of the worst second halves I've seen from this team all year. This team is good, but they seem to be proving week after week they're not that good. They are good enough to win the division potentially. Not sure if they're good enough to win in the playoffs. If they keep making these kinds of mistakes. Snap. Fields going to keep it. Fields looking for a hole. He's going to slide down, and they're going to call that a sack as he lost a yard, but he slid down of his own volition. He lost 2 yards, actually. Second and 12. Under center is Fields. Snap. Fake the give. Fields on the run. Going to throw it. It is caught short of the sticks. Third down. Kirby Joseph with the tackle, and he's a little slow to get up. DJ Moore, who was not a factor all first half, has all of a sudden become a factor. So 3rd and 2, just at about the Lions' 10. And they're also just cutting away at time as well. Fields' throw is incomplete. Mooney was the intended receiver, and Fields frustrated with himself as the field goal unit, I would imagine, is just going to come out and try to kick the field goal. Mooney tried to get a hand on it, couldn't get it. So a shorter field goal for Cairo Santos to make it a 15-point lead. It's a 28-yarder. He's made a 25 and a 46 today. Snap, kick away, and it's good. 28-13 Chicago, as they have scored 18 unanswered. $18 unanswered points. You can't do it. Offense, that's on the offense as much as it's on the defense. You can't give up 18 unanswered points. I mean, that is 2 touchdowns worth. 3 touchdowns, actually. Because 6, 12, 18. That's 3 touchdowns worth of points. You just can't do it. Oh no, Jake Browning got hurt for the Bengals. AJ McCarron. I've never done the punching the bottle open. I feel like I'd cut myself open doing that.
One more says, just ask Siri, who leads the league in tackles?
They're showing the last game where we won in amazing comeback fashion, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen this time. 17 points that the Lions scored in the final 3 minutes, which even if we were to do that again, we'd still be losing because we're down 18. So we need that and a little bit more. As the Lions let this one roll to the back of the end zone for a touchback. 9:20. You need 2 very quick drives. Simple. I mean, that's what you need. I'm not saying it's not easy to do, but it's very simple. And just an awful day for Goff. 114 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, and the fumble. You don't have time to run the ball either, so this is going to be all on Jared Goff. Snap. Goff looking to pass. Goff going to throw it to Montgomery. Montgomery going to be taken down, a gain of just about 5. David Montgomery, who really has not been a factor for most of this game. I'm surprised that he is not getting either utilized or that he's just not playing at that level, knowing it's his old team. I mean, usually these kinds of games, guys playing against their old teams, they like that situation. Goff under center. Snap. They're going to give it to Montgomery. Montgomery looking for the hole. He finds one. Montgomery past the 40, picks up the first down. It's about the biggest play Montgomery's had all day. And the first down of the half for the Detroit Lions. I mean, you can't have that. That's terrible. You can't have that. Ten first downs for the Bears this half. They're going to give it to Montgomery again. Montgomery's going to pick up about 5 on the handoff. They love to run the ball, but you don't have that much time, is my concern. You got just 8 minutes, but, I mean, you do have 2 timeouts still, which, again, I was saying shouldn't use your challenge because you might need those timeouts, and now we're in a situation where we definitely would have needed that extra timeout. 2nd and 5, Goff under center. Snap. They're going to give it to Montgomery again. He's going to break free. He's going to find a lane. He's going to get into Bear territory. Another first down. They are feeding David Montgomery the rock. He nearly broke free, too. First and 10. Goff all alone in the shotgun. Snap. Goff looking to pass. Quickly gets rid of it. It is knocked down, incomplete. Pass was deflected. Sam Laporta was the intended receiver, but that ball didn't get anywhere near him. Was that Montez Sweat? It was. It was Montez Sweat. A guy who we could have traded for, just knocked another ball out. Great. Gibbs is in the backfield with Goff to his left. Ball at the Chicago 41. Snap. Goff looking, throwing middle. St. Brown, ball deflected, incomplete, nearly intercepted. A rare drop from St. Brown, who's, I mean, he's usually got magnets for hands. I mean, it was behind him, but he just couldn't come up with it. The ball kind of flew into the air, avoiding an interception. Jeez. So now 3rd and 10. Lions got to make it. I mean, you're going for it. It's 4-down territory. Snap. Goff looking, throwing to Montgomery in the screen. Montgomery breaking free of a tackler, looking for a hole. He's going to dive for a first down. David Montgomery coming up clutch. Able to break free on the screen pass and pick up the first down to extend the drive. Wow. Snap. Goff looking to pass again. Goff quickly throwing this one to Khalif Raymond, a pickup of about 5. 6.5 to play. Again, time should be a consideration. Second and 5. I'm not saying you got to use your timeouts, but you should be monitoring that clock, and nobody snapped the football. Oh my gosh, it's going to be false start on everybody but the center. They're going to call it on number 74. Oshika. I don't even know who that is. Coyote Oshika. I don't even know who you are. It's the 8th penalty on Detroit for 59 total yards. Ball wasn't even snapped. Well, I guess that is what a false start is. Snap. Goff looking to pass. Looking. Goff throwing. Got a man. It is caught. Or no, it is incomplete. Oh my gosh. A hit after the catch that knocked the ball free. I guess he never had it. That was St. Brown, I believe. And again, St. Brown is usually just so sure-handed. And this is back-to-back times where he's been targeted where he just couldn't come up with it. Incomplete. So 3rd and 10 again. This is the longest drive the Lions have had all half. Goff in the shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his right. Snap. Goff. Oh, boy. Pocket collapsing. He's going to be sacked. And now you're looking at 4th and long. Clock continues to roll. Worst possible thing you could have had right there. 4th and 17. You have to keep the offense out there, obviously. So now you need a big play to keep yourself in this game. Pocket just completely collapsed, and Goff couldn't handle it. Couple of sacks today. 4th and 17. Basically the game on the line as far as I'm concerned. Snap. Goff. Looking. Time. Throwing. It is incomplete. St. Brown, the target, his 3rd drop in a row. I cannot believe that. St. Brown, who is so good at getting those kind of footballs, he drops 3 straight passes that all could have changed that drive. Turnover on downs means the Bears will take over and likely just eat away at the clock. This game is all but over. I can't believe St. Brown just dropped 3 balls. Here it is.
Not great, Bob.
That's what it is. It's not great, Bob. That's it's demoralizing to say the least. CJ Stroud exits the game. Oh, geez. Everybody's getting hurt. Just an awful game. Just an awful game. What if I don't want to fight for Pandora in this Avatar game? Can I join the military? I don't know. Like maybe I'm just saying. Like the blue people, the Pandorians. What are they called? What are the blue aliens called in Avatar? What are they called? Pandorians? I know that's not their name. The Na'vi? The Elfmen? The blue people? I'm just gonna call them blue people. The blue people. I don't know. Like maybe they're like this like evil savage race. I don't know. Like what if they're like I don't know what this like. I'm just saying. They got like they poop in the woods and they I don't know what they're doing to the people they capture. I don't know what they're doing to us. What are they doing to their own kind? They got the weird tail thing. Hair tail thing. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, it looks like the Lions are going to be shut out in the half, which I don't know the last time that's even happened, let alone. Snap, Fields, going to hand it off, nowhere to go. Pickup of about 2. I don't think it matters. Like, they're just going to keep running with the football. This drive is going to at least cut away like 2 minutes. Like, you're just not going to have time. You just wasted too much time this half, just not moving the football at all. Yeah, this is going to be not going to be a fun week. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Fields, pass coming. Plenty of time. Fields taking a deep shot. Incomplete. A lot of white jerseys around there. That could have been dangerous for Justin Fields. 3rd and 8. That could have been very, very bad. Overthrew his man. That ball gets caught by a Lions defender. You're looking at a much different game. Third and 8. There's a snap. Fields, pass coming. Fields on the run. Fields still on the run. Flag comes in. It's going to be a hold as Fields is going to be just short, but this play is coming back. Going to be a hold, I believe, on the Bears. And it will be offensive holding. Make it 3rd and 18. Darnell Wright called for it. And, I mean, obviously you take those penalties because right now you're playing a field position game. You need to make some big plays. You need to do it quickly. That's just the 3rd penalty on the Bears today. Total of 30 yards. Lions, 8 penalties for 59 yards. Yeah, you accept the penalty. I don't know what the Adam Amon is talking about. You accept that penalty because the defense has not been able to stop them. And run up the middle is going to go for about 5 or 6 yards. That'll be 4th down. That'll run the clock away, and a punt is coming out. 4th and 12. So now you need basically some big plays. Final 4 minutes and counting. So good on the defense for making the stop, but obviously the Bears, they miss on the throw initially and just playing conservative, just running the football. Khalif Raymond is going to take this one out, or maybe Khalil Dorsey. He's going to gain an extra 5 or so yards on the return. 3:32. Down 15. Lions were down 12. Oh, my gosh. After that, after that non-sack, incomplete pass, the game just totally flipped at that point. You were in the game, 13-all. And again, obviously the offense was not playing at that level, but once that touchdown happened, it's just it seemed like the bottom just collapsed out on this team. It's a beautiful cloudy day here in mid-Michigan as well, so that goes great. Goff looking to pass. Goff, plenty of time, throws a deep shot up the middle. That's Josh Reynolds, who's trying to break free, and he gets into Bear territory in just one play. It's a big gain from Josh Reynolds, just his 2nd catch of the day. And that is, you need that. Goff, snap, pass coming. Looking, Goff, pressure coming, Goff, hit and sacked. Montez Sweat gets to Jared Goff, and a big play turns into a very bad play. And Montez Sweat grabbed onto Jared Goff and would not let go. And Detroit uses their second timeout of the half, 1 remaining. Which, again, you didn't challenge that play. You would have had 1 extra timeout. Now you're working with a 2nd and long. And Taylor Decker, man, I mean, that's another sack that he's given up. He's a veteran and he's a leader in the locker room, but he has not played well today. He really has not. So you lose 10 yards after a big gain from a reception to Josh Reynolds where you thought a little bit of life was inserted into the offense. So now you were just into Bear territory. You're right back into your own territory. Goff, snap, looking. Goff, going to throw it up the middle, incomplete. Sam Laporta was the intended receiver, couldn't get it to him. I don't know if it's receivers missing Goff or it's Goff missing receivers. That is just, it's been a trend today. 3rd and 20. Need a big play. Snap. Goff looking to pass. Goff still looking. Pressure coming. Goff brought down again and sacked. 4th and, to be honest with you, 4th and 100. I wouldn't be shocked if that's what that was. And now at this point, it's like, do you even just go for it? I know that technically, I guess you have to go for it, but like, you might have a better, I mean, I don't know what the analytics would say, but in a certain way, you might have a better chance of punting it and then having your defense have an insanely quick stop or a turnover, and you would have converting this 4th down. 4th and 29. You need a big play. I mean, maybe you go to Jameson. Oh, it's a free play. Looked like somebody jumped. Throw is going to be nearly intercepted, but it's a free play. So you're going to get 4th and 24 on the offsides on the Bears. So the Bears jump. Lions get an extra chance and an extra 5 yards. So still not ideal, but Rasheem Green on the defense called for it. Lions get another chance. Is Jameson in? Yeah, he's in. I was going to say. Lions faithful in the crowd in Chicago. You give him credit for sticking around. Fourth and 24. Bears obviously going to be playing prevent. Here's the snap. Goff looking, still looking. Goff heaving it downfield, intercepted. And they're just going to slide down, and that is going to do it. Believe the target was Jameson Williams. He underthrew him, and it went right to the Bears' hands with 2:31 to go. And this game is all but over. 3 turnovers on the day. This Bears defense has become a turnover factory. They've had turnovers in every game for the past 3 games at this point. And it's just, yeah, I mean, you were targeting J-Mo, I think. I mean, he was the closest guy. I mean, it underthrown right to the Bears defender. He stood there and took it. So they're a first down away from just icing this game. Snap, Fields, toss around to Foreman. Foreman going to pick up just about 3, maybe 4. That'll go to the 2-minute warning. And a first down will win the game for Chicago. This was one of the worst games I've watched from them all year. Just no points in the second half. Awful offense. I don't even know how much I'm upset with the defense. Like, I'm upset about the one play. about the 4th and 13 that you gave up. I'm upset about that because that basically shifted the whole momentum of the game. But offense, this is honestly, I think this is more on the offense than it is on the defense. The defense didn't play well. I mean, you go down 10-0 to start the game, but you claw back and you get to a 13-10 lead at the half. And then the offense says, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I just say
He's fat.
That's what I say. It's like you can't move down the field. You don't get into the red zone at all second half. You had just, I think, maybe 1 or 2 first downs, maybe more than that. You had, because in that final drive with Montgomery, they picked up a few first downs. Like, awful. Just awful. And it reminds me a little bit of that Panthers game from last season where we just looked terrible. And so now, I had this team winning 12 games, but you got 4 games left. You got to win 3 out of the 4. And you're playing, let's see, Broncos, Vikings, Cowboys. Can you win 3 out of those 4 games? Potentially. I think you could probably – it's not going to be easy to sweep a division rival, but I suppose it's not impossible. Beating the Cowboys is not going to be easy. I mean, we'll see how they play today against the Eagles, but it's definitely the toughest team left, and you got the Broncos next week on prime time on short notice. You got them on Saturday night. So, I mean, this game just didn't – it look going in, it didn't look good, but you were leading at the half, and you thought, okay, maybe they can pull this out, and they just totally – they got pantsed. They just looked awful. So, no, not good. Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob.
That's right. Not great, Bob.
Bears group. Their defense locking in the second half, denying the Detroit Lions a double-digit victory season for the time being. Still 4 weeks remaining in this one. The Bears will seemingly cobble together back-to-back wins for the first time in this era. Their first back-to-back wins to close this out in nearly 2 years.
So they need a first down here. 2nd and 5. Snap. Fields. Toss around to Foreman. Foreman looking for the lane, and he's got it. Game over. First down picked up, and victory formation is going to be the call for the Bears. Lions would have had an extra timeout, but either way,
Fields and Moore, very good so far. Today they found their connection in the second. Well, you mentioned 10 targets.
Victory formation for the Bears. Fields takes knee number 1. He will have to take just 1 more. So a Lions loss puts them at 9-4 on the season. Win for the Bears puts them at 5-8. Lions certainly still in first place. Vikings will play later today, I believe, and the Packers play tomorrow night. Yeah, Vikings play the Raiders at 4 o'clock today. So that's definitely a game to keep the eye on as far as lead in the division. Fields takes a knee for the second time, and that will do it. So final score in Chicago, the Bears 28, the Lions 13. First time winning back-to-back games for Matt Eberflus as the head coach. And the Lions go 1-1 on the road past 2 weeks. Clock will hit triple zeros there. And that is going to be it. I mean, not a whole lot to break down other than a terrible performance in the second half from this Lions team. Absolutely atrocious in the second half. No offense. Defense kept them in them. The defense kept them in it. They were leading a little bit there, and then it was a tie game, but the offense just never got anything going, and that cost them the game. So we'll further break it down on Tuesday's show. And then obviously we'll be live again next weekend, next Saturday. We'll be live for the game against the Broncos. You got 4 more games, and I said this team was going to win 12 games. Can you win 3 out of 4? Not going to be easy, but I think you can do it. You can't play like you did today, especially not on offense. Defense, I mean, a lot of those points were scored in bad field position due to the for one, you take away the 6 from that fumble that Goff gave up, and then, I mean, it's bad. I mean, they forced them to settle for field goal, but the defense still not good, and the offense just completely collapsed. And we see what this team looks like when the offense is not on cue, because the defense is just not there to keep them in the game. So that is where we will wrap it up for today. Hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. Unfortunately, a Lions lost this week, but hoping to bounce back Saturday. We'll break it down further on Tuesday's show. So have a great week, everybody. Final score, Bears 28, Lions 13, Logan. So have a great evening, everybody. Talk to you later.